Good evening, Kmart shoppers, and welcome to the Tealeaf Adventuring Company. My name is LukeTheDM. It's my job to kill everybody. Happy Thursday. Listen, I was asked, / I'm taking it upon myself to use more inclusive greetings, because I always say ladies and gentlemen. So I'm branching out. By the way, happy Pride Month.
There's no
welcome
such
to the
thing
Tealeaf
as a
Adventuring
Kmart
Company.
shopper.
But it's inclusive. Anyway, welcome to the Tealeaf Adventure Company. My name's LukeTheDM. Happy Thursday. Happy to be back in the DM seat. It has been a little bit. Wow, like, we have so much stuff going on and so much has happened and we have so much to talk about. But first and foremost, we are here, gathered tonight, for a very special backstory mission for the one, the only Rikku, played by Metaquil. Golf claps, golf claps, golf claps. So this is going to be super, super fun and super exciting, and something that's been building up for a little bit now, so I'm excited to see this one off. But first, let's get through our announcements and get everybody all caught up to speed on the latest and greatest Tealeaf Adventuring Company. Then we'll dive right in. First and foremost, I just want to give a huge, massive shout-out to everyone who partook in TACCon over the last week or so. It was a super, super blast, super awesome to see everybody from out of state and to see people who have moved into state. We had all sorts of fun, and I mean, I was only involved in a couple days of it. You guys had all sorts of adventures and stuff. But thank you to everybody who helped make that a really, really, truly incredible week. All the planning and the cooking and the partying and the driving and everything. It was a lot of fun.
I'm so tired.
Really good... I know. It was a lot, but it was great. So yeah, that was amazing. And I just want to say thank you to all that, and definitely something we'll have to like do again in the future, maybe 2026 type stuff. As far as the schedule goes for streaming purposes, tonight we've got the Rikku backstory mission, obviously. Next Thursday is June 19th. I'm going to try to see if I can't get the hero tier crew together for the Sigurd ongoing mission, just to keep that one moving.
Yeah.
If not, we'll find something else, maybe do a little beginner tier action or something. We'll figure it out. But the Thursday after that is June 26th, and that is the Damien backstory mission for Mr. Toho. I believe you are in the seat. You're in the seat for that one, so you got 2 weeks there. And then we've got several other backstory missions cashed in as well. So lots of exciting stuff happening in the next several months. We still owe you a TED cosplay. We still owe you a hot tub stream. We still owe you a Call of Cthulhu mini campaign. And we still owe you matching tattoos from last year's charity event. And it's also getting closer and closer by the week to September, where we're probably going to do yet another charity drive for SameU with more stretch goals and more stuff that we're going to owe you. So we're getting our shit together. We are planning things. Things are moving. Just bear with us. And I know I say this every week, but life is hard and complicated. So thank you for all the patience and stuff. It's gonna be good. Let's see, what else do we got going on? We got a merch store. We got an Etsy shop with all of our cool stuff. Merchmeister Pangy Rage has been managing that, so go support the channel, get yourself some cool stuff, pitch your ideas for other merch things, and maybe we'll put it up there, because that's really cool. We're partnered with Crit for a Cause as always. Check them out, give their website a look, use our affiliate link, get yourself some pretty dice, and do something good for the world. I am a really big fan of this month's charity cause for Crit for a Cause, so definitely take a look there, see where your portion of your proceeds are going to, because it's all really good stuff. And we haven't shot them out, but Reaper Minis is also one. We're not technically affiliated with them anymore. I think they ended that sort of program, but still a really awesome store and community that we are proud to support and be a part of. For all things D&D and minis and paints and things like that, you really would struggle to find higher quality stuff than the stuff you get from Reaper Minis. I know I use it for the little bit of mini work I do. I know WeeWoo uses it. I know several other people that yeah, look at all those paints. I mean, it's good stuff. So if you're in that sort of market, we just want to direct you there. And then as always, the Discord is the place to be for all things Tealeaf Adventure Company. If you want to hang out, play games, talk D&D, talk nerdy stuff, teach you how to play D&D, get your character made, whatever you need, that is the place to be. So if you're not in there already, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just get in there. Just join. Just click the little button. You don't even have to talk or anything. You can just read it and see all the events and notifications and stuff. It's a good place. It's a good place. We have a channel for like just about everything. Mr. WeeWoo, do you have anything else that you would like to announce while we're taking the time for it?
Not at the moment. I think you covered it all.
I am doing pretty good at that.
Our
I've gotten
Reaper
this
link
down.
still does work, so
Beautiful. Very cool.
Just curious to see if we did.
Uh-oh.
Not that I shouldn't
What's
be
up?
looking at this website.
It's the impulse buying.
Ah,
Alrighty then. If that is the case, are all of my players ready to rock and roll?
yeah, buddy.
Yep, I'm good.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Alrighty then. We will begin tonight's mission, as we always do, in the beautiful free city of Kadoria, on a lonely peninsula to the north of the Midnight Sea. There, on the prime central thoroughway drag known as Avandrazawi, just where it turns right into the south, onto Melora's Way, in that central town square known as Avis Piazza, sits a beautiful 3-story mansion, which now serves as the Tealeaf Adventuring Company Guild Hall. And being a backstory mission, if you've been around for a little bit, you know how these go. We're going to sort of pan in and zoom into one particular domicile or one particular dormitory here within the magically enchanted Guild Hall, where each room magically suits itself to its resident. We'll focus in on the room of Rikku Blackrose. So, Rikku, if you would, take a minute or two and just describe what Riku's personal room looks like for us. Paint us a picture, if you will.
She'd probably have it more like home. She's like the child of the blacksmith, so.
Okay.
So got an anvil in there, probably. You know, the fire, like a forge, fireplace, small little forge thing.
Okay.
A bed, pretty just like, you know, simple. Besides that, like maybe some stuff doesn't get in the way when you're trying to work, you know, stuff like like that.
Okay. Definitely warm, cozy, smoky, like soot everywhere. Okay, I can kind of
Probably, yeah, probably.
Okay. Rikku, you find yourself stirring awake from a rather hazy but intense dream. Or was it a nightmare or a dream? You're trying to, your eyes are closed and you're kind of trying to, in that space between waking and sleeping, like grasp onto the last little wisps of this memory or this dream. And you remember fear and adrenaline and running and sweat and hunger. And you remember killing and tasting and feasting and fighting and running. And all of these different scenes and emotions and blurry images kind of rush through your mind, all in this sort of turbulent, chaotic wisp of a dream. And as in this brief moment of lucidity, as you sort of start to wake up, oh my God, you are sore. You struggle to sit up in your bed. And you realize, despite being a Dragonborn, you are drenched in this cold sweat. Your blankets are damp and the room is warm, but you are still chilled despite this. And you kind of feel the moisture from just the humidity in the room as well as the sweat, and you kind of touch down near your thighs and your knees, and as you kind of raise your hand back up to look at it, you see these dark red stains kind of underneath the sheets on your hips and on your arms and on your legs. And the pain sets in. It's a sore, muscly ache like you just ran a marathon, but also sharp, lingering, stinging pains, cuts, scrapes, lesions, open wounds all over your body. As the kind of shock and the confusion starts to settle in, you suddenly feel yourself overrun with panic and fear and confusion. You feel like you just got hit by a truck, and you're looking around, laying in bed. You recognize this as your room, but it occurs to you, have absolutely no idea what you did last night. And it feels like the worst hangover of your life, and you are physically just banged up and bruised and battered, and you're feeling really rough this morning.
Okay, good descriptions there, though. Well, I'm gonna walk out of my room, like, as best as I can, if I even can. Do I have to crawl? Do I have to crawl out of the room?
As you, like, struggle to kind of sit up and turn and kick your legs off the edge of the bed, you would quickly realize that you are not alone in your bedroom right now.
Oh, okay then.
Kind of shocks you, but a few feet away, kind of on a small workbench next to your forge and next to your anvils, there's like a small crafting station that Rikku would commonly work in. You see kind of kneeling down in front of this with a small mortar and pestle. You kind of hear that grinding of like stone on stone sound, and this little bit of muttering. The first thing you would notice is this like flurry of red flowing curly hair that almost looks like lava, and this small diminutive woman figure dressed in this like very formal kimono, with this sort of purple and pink peacock feather kind of resting in the hair. You would see Marigold Streamstep, the matron of your guild, currently kneeling and like grinding some sort of herbs in this pestle and mortar and kind of like muttering to herself and looking frantically and moving. You can tell she's like trying to move fast but quietly at the same time, and she hasn't quite noticed you waking up just yet.
Can I like gasp really loud as if she scares the crap out of me?
Oh yeah. So as you kind of, she goes, oh, and dumps some of the herbs all over the work. And she goes, shit, Rikku, sweetie. She kind of like carefully scoops up what she can and kind of like blows a little bit of dust away and gathers this little ground herb. She goes, oh my goodness. Hi, are you? Oh jeez. Okay, there we go. You're awake. Hi, how are you feeling? Please, relax. No sudden movements. Just lay down. Relax. Everything's gonna be okay.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't think you were gonna wake up for another few hours. I just. Oh goodness.
I'm very sore.
Yeah, that's not surprising. You had bit of a. Well, let's be honest. You had quite the rampage last night. Do you remember anything?
Rampage? What rampage? Did I drink too much?
No. Okay. Just lay down, relax. I'm gonna make you some tea here. Do you like tea?
Yeah, tea's fine. Tea's
Okay,
fine.
cool. And she reaches over. You can see there's like a small tea kettle that's currently like just starts to boil. That she actually had resting on like the side of the forge, like just using the ambient heat there to boil water. She kind of takes a teacup and pours the ground up herbs that she has into this cup and pours the hot water over it. And she goes, "Okay, sweetie, do you remember maybe in the last several months getting bit or scratched by any sort of nasty beasties while you were out on a mission?"
Yeah, that definitely rings a bell, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And do you remember feeling I don't know, different at all in the weeks after getting bit? I mean, I know you guys are out there on adventures all the time, and getting banged up is part of the job, but this would be different. Have you been feeling okay? Feeling funny at all?
A lot of nightmares. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, a lot of nightmares. Yeah.
Okay, and how about your appetite? Have you noticed you're craving any particular types of foods
Uh,
or types of cooking?
yeah, possibly. Yeah,
Okay, what?
yeah. Raw or meat. I think. Yeah.
Okay, it's all yes. Okay, Rico, I need to be completely honest with you, and I don't want you to panic. Right? I,
I
I've,
mean, I'm kind of already freaking out over this. You
I
know.
know,
I
I know, I
mean,
know, I know. I'm sorry. Just here, drink this, and she'll hand you the mug. It's hot, but drink it hot. Um, I believe you may have had a bit of a stint with a particularly nasty variant of curse known as lycanthropy. Have you ever heard of that before?
um, actually, I don't know if she would.
Go
Out
ahead and
of
make a history
character.
check. Go ahead and make a history check for me.
History. Okay. Let me find it.
Yeah, pretty common folklore knowledge. You've heard of werewolves and creatures of the forest and of the nights transforming into beasts on the full moon, that sort of thing. Um, you, being a citizen from Kidoria, would know that there were rumors of a group of werewolves that lived in the Howling Wood just outside of the city. You've heard other stories and fairy tales and never really paid too much mind to it. It always just kind of seemed like something that was just so sort of out there and not really applicable and nothing you really had to worry about.
Okay.
So, listen, I pay attention to everybody that works here and lives here to some extent, and I noticed you've been acting a little odd, um odder than usual. And I just wanted to take extra precautions, and so I've been giving you medicine for the last, oh geez, 4 months or so. What you're drinking right now is it's a rare little herb. It's called wolfsbane, and it helps to sort of subdue and stem the curse from taking hold, and sort of lessen some of the symptoms and the side effects. Um, and first, I just want to apologize. I didn't mean to um drug you without your consent, but I also need you to understand that this is a safety precaution, and if you are going to live here surrounded by your friends and guildmates, I just needed to take any precaution and until I could confirm that my suspicions were correct, and oh boy, howdy did we confirm them last night. Um, Rikku, your curse has developed much more rapidly than I was anticipating. I thought we had more time. I thought maybe we could cure it or find some way of subduing it in the meantime, but I fear you are now an unpredictable danger to yourself and the people around you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to hurt anybody in the guild if I can
Yeah,
help
yeah.
it.
Okay.
Wait, have I hurt anybody in the guild?
She kind of lowers a shoulder of her kimono to kind of like reveal like the shoulder collarbone area, and you could just see like three pretty deep gashes into the shoulder that seem to like have scabbed over. And she kind of goes, no worries, I know some really good healers, and it's just me. Before you got too wild, I managed to um corner you into the courthouse and kind of let you run around, get your zoomies out. Coconut had a lot of fun wrestling with you. um a couple minor scratches. I'm happy you're okay. And if you need, just here, let me help. Do you mind? I can just kind of take care of some of those scrapes and bruises and.
No, go ahead.
Okay, and she kind of begins to you see her hands kind of warm up with this like this bright green kind of naturey glow, and she kind of like slowly starts kind of like tracing the energy across your body, kind of like healing up some of the wounds and tending, and you can kind of feel the instant like wave of relief. It's like the best like little heating pad, icy hot sort of spread of relief all over your body. Um, yeah, okay, sweetie. So, yeah, I I have a plan. Um, and I'm sorry that this has happened to you, but everything's gonna be okay, and we're gonna be able to take care of this, and you'll be back to normal in no time, and you're not gonna risk getting hurt or hurting anybody else again, okay? You just gotta listen, and I'll help you, and everything's gonna be okay. And you get the sense, just sort of like passive insight. Marigold is usually pretty like calm, cool, collected, sturdy. Like even in the face of like world-ending threats, she's always been kind of like a rock. She seems a little kind of off center. She seems a little nervous about this. You can tell just by her mannerisms and her body language that she's definitely a little stressed.
Oh.
She kind of like pauses for a moment and kind of concentrates. And you can kind of see her focusing on the healing magic as her sentences kind of trail off. She just kind of takes a couple moments of silence to finish patching you up a little bit.
Thank you for healing me up.
Of course, yeah. No, it's old secret of the Obsidian Isles. So listen, um, cures for lycanthropy can be complicated. If we had caught it earlier, and again, I'm really sorry that I didn't. It's just with so much going on in the blockade and this tower and Reginald, it's just there's been a lot on my plate, and so again, I'm sorry that I didn't catch it sooner. But normally, if you catch it within 3 days of getting bitten, your average cleric at any temples can sort of remove the curse and extract it, and just a simple spell, just a quick little ritual, and you're good to go. But as the curse sets in and starts to get a deeper hold of you, and you start to feed into that sort of bestial side, the longer it festers, the more risky it becomes to cure these sorts of things. And unfortunately, in your current state, I believe that this is beyond my particular skill set. So I can't remove the curse for you. I'm sorry.
Bless
However,
you.
I do believe that I know where we can go to get more information at the very least. I we should be able to find a cure. I don't know. Um,
I mean, I'll gladly take any help you can offer.
yeah. Okay. I think honesty and just clear directions and communication are critical here. So I my game plan is there's a very very secluded and sort of off the beaten trail little island in the Ebenward archipelago. It's called Princept Island. Have you ever heard of it?
I don't think so.
Okay, I wouldn't be surprised. Not many people have. In fact, a lot of more academic places have stricken it from the record for various reasons. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Princept Island is the home of the last remaining tribe or clan of skinwalkers or lichens that have learned to contain or control their curse. There's been other pockets of lycanthropy and outbreaks. There's a whole incident in Trareg about 200 years ago or so. And there's some in the Howling Wood still that they keep to themselves. But anyway, this tribe has a mastery of it. And if we're lucky and you beg for help, you should be able to get some sort of resolution to your problem. That being said, this tribe is extremely xenophobic, fearful. They've been persecuted and hunted down and pestered by the Ebenward government for hundreds of years at this point, so they're not very welcoming to outsiders. However, if you do go, I want you to, if you show them this, and she actually removes one of the peacock feathers from her hair and sort of like gently presents it to you. If you show them this, hopefully they will listen to you and help you however you need it. That being said, it is a dangerous place, and again, I just maybe gather up some of your friends, let them know the game plan, and then I can get you to Princept Islands whenever you're ready.
Okay. I'll think of some people real quick, and then
Okay, and
then I'll be ready.
make sure to finish that tea. I know it's kind of gross, but it's good for you, and it'll help kind of cool your jets a little bit.
She's gonna down the tea really quick, then just trying not to taste it.
It is hot and this like nasty medicinal like cough syrupy kind of medicine, but you kind of drink it all and you feel like a little bit lightheaded, and then it kind of mellows out again. Okay. In the meantime, I'm gonna prepare the ritual in the courtyard, so I'll meet you there whenever you're ready. Okay?
Okay.
And I've
Sounds
also
good.
got to clean up some of the mess from.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's all gonna be okay. So okay, just take your time, and she kind of like pats your shoulder, and just whenever you're ready, gather up some friends, and I'll meet you out there. And she kind of gathers up her tea kettle and her other supplies, and kind of just slowly excuses herself from your room.
Okay. How do you want me to go about doing it? Do you want me to go to everybody's room, knock on the whatever works better for the time we have?
No, however Rikku would do it. You can take this as slow or as fast as you want.
She'd probably just try to get everybody to the downstairs area as quickly as she could.
Sure.
Not wanting to keep Marigold waiting in any way.
Okay. So yeah, in the sort of serendipitous way that this guild seems to operate, either knocking on their door or stumbling across them, you manage to gather your 4 selected party members down in the guild lounge. And it is pretty early in the morning. It's like 7:30 in the morning. People are kind of just starting to wake up. Yeah, it's very early this morning. So the 4 of you guys, Riku's gathered you here or found you here.
Yeah. What seems to be the trouble?
Sorry to have you guys up so early.
I was already awake.
But,
I don't sleep.
or moving around this early, I should say, I guess.
It's okay. Again,
but
you seem troubled.
Just a tad, just a wee bit. I need your guys' help with a mission. Might be a little life-saving. My life, maybe.
Hey, well.
What did you get into this time?
Oh my god, what
Does it pay well? I maybe we'll talk about that later. there may and as to the what did I get into? There may have been an incident with a monster that I need help with.
Have you taken the moon tea?
What's moon tea?
Never mind. It's not that kind of problem. I understand now.
Jesus.
So when you say life-saving, do we have enough time to have breakfast first?
It doesn't sound like it.
Damn.
I mean, better to move quickly than not quickly for this, I guess.
Take a doggy bag, Fido.
We might need 2 doggy bags at this rate.
Now I'm very
The
confused.
Oh my god, are you expecting?
That's the joke I made!
Jesus.
Ted, I need 3 dog bags.
Lycanthropy pregnancy.
Don't forget the Admiral. So, what do you
I need
need?
a mug cake to go.
Most of us here don't sleep and are dead, so don't need to eat. So, what exactly is the problem? I've never seen you in such a
Very long time.
issue, Rikku.
Tizzy is what they say.
Yeah, it's just something that might have to that I definitely might need help with because yeah. She's sitting there fumbling with her hands and stuff.
Your request is more vague than Reginald's contracts. Could you give us a little more information?
Well, what was the Marigold didn't tell me not to tell anybody where we're going, right?
She did not.
So I'm just gonna like fill them in on the destination we're going to.
Okay.
To Princept Island.
So with it,
I
see.
If they would know what that is, I don't know.
Anybody who wants, this is going to be a very high DC, but anybody who would like to can make me a history check.
Okay. I just gotta get to that quick.
Ooh.
I got you, Luke.
Natural 20.
Natural 1, natural 20.
I guess this kind of fits.
Can I?
WeeWoo, do you
Yeah,
want to?
no, I got
yeah.
you.
What sort of rumors or information might Autumn have picked up? Because this is your domain.
Being a hunter and a marksman of particular skill set, and having traveled the world a little bit in her spare time, Autumn would know that the Princept Isle is not it's not claimed by Ebonward. It's just part of the geographical archipelago. It is one of the southernmost islands of the archipelago, and it's shrouded in a lot of mystery. It seems like a lot of bad things that have happened seem to reference Princept Isle. It's the previous home of a known cult to a rather horrific aberration known as Euraxes, which is pretty common knowledge at this point, and the aforementioned werewolf tribe. But other than that, everything else is questionable. But it seems to be if something bad happens, Princept Isle pops up, and Autumn would relay that.
It's more info than I had.
It's not a lot, though. It's a strange place to have any information on, if I'm being honest. sure that
Wait,
you
what the hell? Werewolf?
need to go there?
Yeah, just a tad. It would be great if you guys would help me, please. I'm begging.
And Autumn, with the natural 20 and kind of with the history, you could infer that Rikku here is either deeply in trouble with some ancient cult or the other thing.
Hmm. Well, you don't seem to have any extra eyes or tentacles, so I have to assume that this is of a werewolf issue? A werebeast?
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Unless there's something new and different entirely that I haven't heard about.
Where aliens?
No, that's preposterous. Writing that down.
Probably because you caught werewolf. She's gonna like touch Riku's stomach. Congratulations on the pup.
I don't. You know what? Never mind. You do you.
Well, she said she caught werewolf.
I
Caught
do hate to see someone beg, so yes, I will help.
I mean, begging might be on character if I turn.
If you turn, I promise to put you down quickly as a friend.
I mean, let's hold our jets there, or we wouldn't really know about jets, so
Needless to say, if it comes between you or me, and you turn, I promise you a quick death, and my heartfelt condolences, and I will help bring you back.
Okay, I'll accept that. Okay,
It's
we're good with
just
that
like
one.
that one theater show that we saw called Golden Chowder or something. Something with the dog and him to get shot. Oh, it was. Oh,
Ah.
yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. You're putting me
Young
on
Blue.
You guys are putting me on another
Young
boat.
Blue is the name.
Another boat.
I think
I'm done with boats.
Higanbano, slow down. Marigold's involved. I think we're
Yeah,
going there instantly.
God, I hope so.
Well, don't waste any more time and let's go find out.
All right,
Yeah,
so
we're
you
just supposed to
guys
meet up with her.
gather your slings, gather your supplies, buy any potions you'd like.
Hey, yo, Luke.
And-
What
Hey, yo.
phase of the moon is it tonight?
Make me a nature check.
Oh no.
Can we all do it?
hmm
Hell yeah.
Fuck you.
Good, because I ain't good at that one. I wasn't good at history either, but luck was on my side there.
Am I rolling for this as well?
Absolutely.
Why don't we just ask
Oh!
Marigold? I bet she knows.
So, this is actually a bit of interesting and newly developed TAC lore. Because it ties in with another campaign that I'm running. You all would know, except maybe Geld, because...
Let's face it, that's pretty...
Torgothra, the world that you all live in, actually has 3 moons.
Oh no.
Oh,
There are 2 that are sort of thought of as sister moons. They're roughly the same shape or roughly the same size in the sky, and they sort of stagger, kind of crisscrossing throughout the night sky fairly regularly. And there's all sorts of different astrology about the different distances between the moons, and when they're closer, the sisters are embracing and hugging, and it's this period of like love and care, and when they're farther apart in the sky, they're more fighting, and it's more prone to discord and chaos and turmoil.
Women, am I right? Just kidding, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. There is a third, much larger moon. However, the orbit is much longer, and so it is dimmer in the sky, but larger. And on really clear nights, that when that moon is sort of in its phase, when it is a full moon, that sort of full moon stage, whereas like an Earth full moon can be maybe a day or two, this full moon of that third largest moon can sometimes take about a week of full moon brightness before it starts to wane. And you guys are about day 2 of that full moon of the third largest moon.
Oh, goody.
Oh, fun.
Oh, joy. That's great, Luke. That's neat. Cool. So we should act quickly before this becomes our problem.
Yes, please.
Yes. All right.
Sounds like it's already our problem.
It's very much my problem.
Well, Baronica.
Well, Miracle's
Baronica.
not gonna kick her out. It's all of our problem.
But also, if we have to kill Rikku later, you don't get paid for doing this.
I don't think I'm getting paid anyways.
Well, you asked her.
I did, but then she started begging and was fearful, and now I feel bad, and now we're gonna go help.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you needed extra convincing. I apologize.
Maybe we kill some people and take
And
the money.
maybe it's Rikku. Who knows? I'm just being
If
realistic.
we kill Rikku,
Maybe
how do we
Rikku
stuff?
bites Geld. We save Rikku, and then we have to kill Geld.
Why bite me? Why kill me? You know, what if I bit Autumn and Autumn bit Rikku, and then we just killed
You
that guy?
you would never bite me,
Sano.
but it's okay.
She's not wrong. I would never bite her. That's my cousin. Ain't that right, Sam?
Ay.
So gathering your supplies and your wits,
Right? Yes, wits. Got it.
you guys all would make your way out into the courtyard, where you can see around that sort of central heart tree. You can see Marigold currently weaving some druidic magic and actually like revitalizing and restoring some trees and some boughs that have been like snapped and broken and trampled over, and it looks like some sort of big beastie was back here last night having some sort of field day. But she's kind of tending to things and restoring some sort of semblance of order and peace and calm here. And she kind of like trails it off and lets this magic kind of like linger and continue to sow itself throughout the courtyard forest as she kind of turns to you and kind of gives you a small little excited thumbs up, Rikku, sort of like an apologetic smile. Hi, friends.
Hi.
I assume everyone's been brought up to speed?
Oh yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, does anyone have any questions before I send you off?
Nope. Seems straightforward to me.
Find tribe. Don't die. Hopefully. Don't bite anybody as a werewolf. Hopefully, yeah. It sounds pretty clear.
Okay. Rikku, I would go with you. Just know that. But if I did get cursed, I fear what I would be capable of if I ever lost control, if that makes sense.
I didn't even think of that. I am so sorry.
No. You are totally fine, and everything's gonna be okay here. I can never go back to that island. It's just too risky.
Wait.
Mhm.
What else is on this island? What are you scared of on this island?
Sorry, I was being vague and mysterious because
Ooh.
Very.
I'm old and it's fun. No, if I was ever cursed with lycanthropy,
Yeah.
I mean,
It would be terrifying.
Well, she like shapeshifts into a wolf and then into a bear and then into a cat and then back to Marigold. Like, I've been able to do that since I was a little girl. That's fine. But if I ever lost control of that ability, I just with what I'm trying to remain humble, but the
You're
kind
rather
of
scary.
destructive power that I wield, if I wasn't able to control it, would be really, really bad. So I just can't go back there, okay? There's some bad blood there anyway. I went there once a long time ago, and they owe me a favor, so I'm cashing it in.
Can you imagine someone that has her arcane ability that can summon a Leviathan in a tidal wave going berserk feral and then using those abilities on, say, our fair city?
The whole Leviathan thing was kind of a... I won't be able to do that again for a really, really long time, so...
It was still terrifying, Marigold.
Once in a lifetime was enough.
Agreed. And I was still on a boat.
Anyway, you guys got everything you need?
Ready when you
I
are.
think I got everything.
Alright. I think everyone here knows the drill, but just in case, just remember you gotta run through the tree really, really fast and don't look back and don't hesitate, or I can't guarantee that you'll maintain all of your limbs. Okay, here we go. Ready? And she unzips the trunk of the heart tree and ushers you all through.
Whoa.
Hop, 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 hop. In through.
Alright. Quickly rushing through in the 6-second time frame that this spell allows you to, you guys transport over to Princeps Isle via the transport via plants spell. And immediately you are greeted by this very harsh and unwelcoming terrain. The way I imagine this in my head, and maybe WeeWoo if you want to help paint a picture.
What you said, it is absolutely correct.
Okay, cool. I imagine these very, very sheer bluffs and cliffs that have been eroded and weathered by countless eons of crashing waves. There's sort of a mist or a fog that kind of clings to this island and this land. You can see above you sort of dead, rotting trees that sort of give off this eerie sense of longing and loneliness. But also there's sort of a presence to this island that you sense that there's some very ancient and powerful evil that clings to this land that kind of just sours the air, and it's almost like, imagine a piece of clothing that's been soiled somehow, and it's been washed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, but no matter how many times you wash it, no matter how harsh of a treatment you give it or what chemicals you use, it always has this stain. And there's just sort of this aura or this stain that's sunk into this island that permeates it, and it's impossible to ignore. You find yourself stepping outside of this large, sort of old, fallen tree that's kind of just been preserved, like a very large piece of driftwood, on this sort of rocky beach leading up to this cliffside. And you can see there's a path that sort of spirals and switchbacks up this side of these cliffs, up into sort of the forest at like the higher elevations of this island. It's very like Game of Thrones, Iron Islands sort of vibe is what me and WeeWoo decided it looks like.
So nobody's been here before, right?
Not here, no. Heard about it.
Yeah, I can recall.
Still not a fan.
Nothing I can recall either.
Okay, so we're all going in here blind, it seems. Okay, got it.
I mean, I can see just fine.
I can see.
It's very pretty.
It is early morning at this point still.
Crisp,
The sun
cool,
is
and clean early morning.
Mhm,
Oh, I love it.
Oh, next to the water and everything.
But still weirdly
that's
humid
nice.
because of how Ebonward works. Because it's
Yeah.
Ebonward has a very like Venetian climate all year round.
Okay. Well,
What do you guys want to do?
can we only go the path or whatever it was again? Sorry.
Yeah, it seems like the clear and obvious path forward to get up onto sort of the higher elevations of the island are sort of up this sort of rocky switchback path.
Yeah, probably should go that way, guys. I think seems like the best route here. Yeah.
Alrighty.
I hope. We
What
find
is your marching order?
I'm gonna scout ahead. Do the autumn thing. Probably be like 30
Okay.
feet ahead of everybody if I can.
Sorry?
Should I
Breaking up a
take a map?
No, I haven't switched it yet.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably take point before Autumn.
So Autumn's scouting farther ahead.
He's
Yeah.
gonna take the point of the main group.
Yeah.
So behind me, with the rest of the group.
Okay.
I got what you were doing.
I'm acting as chaperone.
I'm gonna say him, then Rikku, then me, and then Gil. Trying to keep an eye on Rikku. I can't be, but I want to be behind her. That way, if she like starts going in for Sano, I can grab her. Then I'll
Okay.
Gil just protect behind.
Okay. The switchback paths as you kind of get up, winding and weaving up this, start to get fairly narrow, and sort of on your left-hand side is this like sheer kind of like basalt rocky cliff, and on your right is just a sheer drop off down into the ocean. It gets to the point where you could maybe go like 2 or 3 abreast, but there's not much room beyond that. And at this point, I am going to move you all to the map.
Oh, gasp.
Ooh, interesting.
All right. So, Autumn, as you're kind of creeping up and scouting ahead, first things first, are you trying to be stealthy?
Yeah.
I would assume so. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
20.
And then, so as you kind of creep and crawl very cat-like along these rocky cliffs, kind of masking the sounds of your footsteps with the waves crashing against the ocean, you kind of round a corner and you can see there's actually a small drop-off up ahead where you're going to have to climb down, and then the path kind of continues wrapping and winding up and away. It seems like this path has been carved out by the rain and the wind and the salt over hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. But like right about here, if you can kind of see that terrain shift, you guys are actually a little bit higher. You're going to have to hop down there, and then you're going to have to hop down here. There's maybe like about a 10-foot drop, and then it kind of continues winding up and around that way, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Autumn, what is your passive perception score?
Passive perception is a 17. I have advantage on perception checks that do rely on sight because of Eyes of the Eagle. I believe that's what that is.
Okay.
And I think Eyes of the Eagle gives me stupid good vision. I will double check. Yeah.
Okay, and you are wearing them, I presume?
Wearing and attuned.
Okay. Autumn, as you scout up ahead, you very quickly catch on to the fact that you are being tracked and followed. There are distant figures kind of up above you, skittering between rocks on the cliffs, that are moving too fast for you to catch any sort of fine details, but not stealthy enough to avoid your detection. You just know there's at least two of them kind of pacing and tracking and keeping their distance, but keeping an eye on you. You also see, as you progress, footprints of various sizes and various shapes. With your huntress sort of background, you could identify what appear to be canine footprints, as well as feline and some sort of larger, perhaps hooved animals, as well as humanoid footprints, all kind of intermingled and multi-directional. There doesn't seem to be any defined pattern to them, but there's a lot of different species here that this seems to be a well-traveled path. You also see claw marks and scrapes and scratches erratically scattered across the walls of these cliffs that sort of seem to be almost marking signs or sort of random acts of aggression. You're not quite sure.
Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna hold up and kind of just give them a sign to come up to me. So I'm just doing I'm like stopping in my spot and I'm going without speaking, and hopefully they,
Okay.
like making sure they know I want them to come up to me.
I'll
What
lead
do the
the
rest of you
group
guys
up.
do?
I would lead the
Alright.
group up.
Sano, as you go to move closer to Autumn, you hear thunk, and an arrow hits the ground inches from your foot.
That's
And
what I was going to tell you. My apologies.
up ahead, kind of appearing, kind of tracing the shot back, up on the cliff, you can see this large, tiger-like individual, humanoid, bipedal, with this like woven red wool cloak, kind of obfuscating most of the torso. Kind of longbow in hand and another arrow knocked and sort of ready, kind of looking down at you. And you hear almost like a growl. Not one more step.
Well, that was rude.
Before we go any further, I just have one thing to do.
Oh no, he's hot!
Okay, now we can continue.
God,
Thank you.
So, Luke, I have a question. Do I know did Marigold explain what these people look like that I'm looking for, that I'm supposed to show the feather to?
She did not.
Can I just take my the feather and wave it in the air a little bit and see if there's any reaction to that?
You start waving the feather in the air, and you can see the marksman immediately traces and locks the arrow on you, and kind of closes one eye and draws the bowstring back even tauter.
Does it look like they know? Do they notice me at all from behind this rock, Luke?
Make an insight check.
An insight check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll an insight check. Not great.
In the heat of this moment, you are unsure, but
Well, I know what we're here for, but because they are presenting with hostile intent, I'm also going to line up a shot on the archer.
okay. Kind of just holding it.
Yep, I'm not gonna fire, just holding it.
Standoff style. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You see the archer kind of hold the arrow. Who are you? Why have you come?
I'm Rikku, Blackrose, and I am here to see a clan village thing, people, to get some help.
Doing great.
They might be
We're here to cash in a favor.
yeah, that. We'll go with that.
Baronica, do you think they're Mrs. Tiger?
Who? Hey, yo!
Why do you two have to start shit every time I'm with you?
That's kind of what they do.
You see, just for half of a moment, this tiger man kind of looks to the side and nods, and sort of appearing from another rocky cliff, you see, another one of these same cat-like individuals appear, arrow drawn. This one pinned directly on you, Autumn.
Of course.
One for Autumn too, Baronica.
It's all.
Hi.
It's a fucking Spider-Man pose.
Literally.
Or The Office. The Office.
Yeah.
Ain't both, but
You
The
speak
cats.
of favors and debts unpaid. You are outsiders here.
Yeah. Technically, the
Is it-
favors to a great druid, but whatever.
A very powerful druid.
Yes, very, very powerful druid.
An incredibly powerful druid.
I don't think the point was made.
She's got a cocktail
Just leave
named
it
after
alone.
her.
You would threaten me with reinforcements. You
Threaten?
come to my home.
There's no threats.
you have a bow pointed at us.
You are invaders.
Everyone was an invader once.
Topical.
How are you supposed to make friends that way?
We are not in the business of making friends.
And
Doesn't
that,
look like you're in business at all if you just kill people.
Let's
That's
go
pretty
with the
bad.
arrow.
yeah.
And Baronica.
Do it.
A 7 is gonna bounce off of your armor, and with that, as arrows fly, I'll say, Autumn, you had a held attack.
Yeah.
If you'd
yeah.
like to use it.
Yeah, I do. All right, fuckface. You want to try that? Let's try this on for size.
Please don't miss.
I missed.
One. Your arrow
Twang!
goes way wide
And I hit the
because
other guy.
almost the instant that you release yours, the other one's gonna loose on you with a 20 to hit.
Ooh.
That's rude.
So 20 is gonna hit Autumn for 9 points of piercing.
Who says?
The DM.
I'll
It's
make-
almost like instant reaction, like all within a split second. The first arrow fires, Autumn's fires, and then the third one finds Purchase.
How much damage am I taking?
9 points of piercing.
9. Okay.
And with that, I need everyone to go ahead, click on their tokens, and roll me some initiatives.
That wasn't very nice at all.
Yeah, I was.
That was mean.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna fire until they did. To be fair.
I was trying to get that cat's number.
Their address? Send a letter?
Yeah, I was trying to find out what rock they lived under.
Oh, technically that 11 was a 5. It was supposed to be sharpshooter. The button just didn't work.
Okay, that's fine.
Stupid button.
Alrighty, with shots fired in the heat of the moment, Sano, you have the initiative.
Wait, hold on. I didn't take any damage. It just bounced off me.
It was a miss, yeah.
I ruined
Oh.
his shot with the
It was
other
a
one.
near
Here's
miss,
my
yeah.
shot.
I was trying to have a conversation.
Yes, and that conversation failed miserably.
Well, it's the first time I've ever tried to do that. Guess I'll never do that again. I'll just stab.
They want us to be invaders. Let me show them the fear of death. Misty Step, and now we're just blade beaming through both of them.
Okay.
1, 2.
Damn.
Holy moly, okay, so they're both going to take 20 points of force damage from the first attack,
And 8 from the second.
and 8 from the second. That hero tier action coming in hot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
bonus action Death Serenity attack on the first guy.
Okay.
12.
For 12. God damn. Okay.
Sheesh.
I didn't want to draw my sword, but you gave me no reason not to. Hi.
Mr. WeeWoo, you mentioned that there was a turn counter feature built in.
You see where? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I see count 6 on the initiative tracker.
I do too.
I think that's how many creatures are in the initiative.
Well, oh, it is. I thought.
Yeah,
it
that
was.
is the creatures in there.
That's stupid. Why would you have that? That doesn't help. I honestly thought that was a turn counter last time.
Me too.
That's annoying.
Would have been nice.
Okay. Anything else for Sano?
Nope. That's movement, action, all that stuff.
Beautiful. That's going to bring us to Baronica.
Alright. How high up is
He's about 30 feet up from you.
this one also on a 30-foot ledge?
Mm-hmm.
But is this ledge like? Because you said we'd have to jump down to here.
Yeah, so if you
So-
got to like here, he would be about 20 feet above you.
Okay.
What you got, Baronica?
Great question.
Stab.
I guess so. Long distance stab.
Hell yeah, best kind of stabs.
Long distance stabs.
13 will hit, actually. But is your short bow magical?
No.
Alright, so you line up, take shot, and loose, and you see the arrow hit him dead in the chest, and then just limply fall off. It's almost like it hit the side of a tree and just kind of fell to the ground. No effect.
Oh.
Now he's really hot. God.
Only do it once a
Huh.
game, guys, I swear.
Well, that's not good. What?
Any bonus actions?
Yeah, let me inspire Sano.
Okay, Sano, I'll give you the little pink dot. You got that D6. Or no, it's a D8 now, right? Level 5?
Yes. Oh,
Nice.
5.
Okay. Hell yeah. Alrighty. That's going to be it for Baronica. That'll bring us to the were-tigers.
Tigers, where?
This
Sorry, continue.
This one is going to pull out a pair of these long, crooked knives, and it's going to make 2 attacks against you, Sano.
Go for it.
First one is a crit for
Sweet.
10 slashing.
Okay.
Second one is a 13. That'll be a miss.
Ease.
This one is going to do a running or a standing pounce attack. So you see it stow the bow, and it pulls out this long, kind of exotic-looking weapon. It's not quite a spear, but it's this long staff, and then it's got sort of maybe like another 1.5 foot long blade at the top.
Oh, it's a glaive.
Like a glaive, yeah. So it's gonna jump down, and then add advantage because of the pounce. Or no, sorry, not add advantage. It's going to pounce and attack Baronica with the glaive.
No.
Baronica, that's a 21 to hit. Alright. So that's going to be 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Okay.
19. You managed to keep your footing.
Nice.
Very nice, very nice. Alrighty, that is it for their turns. That's going to bring us to Autumn.
Only got one thing to do. I'm going to shoot the one that's on Baronica with sharpshooter.
Okay.
This is fine.
Oh, it's fucking...
20 will hit.
It's...
So close.
I get sneak attack, though, because he's within 5 feet
You
of...
do? Yeah.
Oh, God.
So many numbers.
So that'll be...
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
It's not a crit. You don't get advantage because of sharpshooter. You don't
I know,
get
I'm just counting the sneak attack.
Sorry. 14 plus 24.
24.
Nice
Would have
shot.
been really nice as a crit. Holy shit.
Right.
I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
This one does not get sneak attack.
Nine's gonna be a miss.
Can't win them all. Can't win them all. That will be my turn. Good hit, though.
Alrighty.
My
Geld, you're
longbow
up.
is magical, by the way.
Very good hit.
Yeah, I saw the +1.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Geld is gonna go ahead and go into a rage. She is gonna go ahead and skedaddle on up here with Baronica, and with her King Crab Claymore, she is gonna try and take a swing at the guy in front of her.
Go for it.
Oh wait, wrong one. No wait, is that the right one?
Yep, that's the right one. 14 will connect for 11 points.
Hell
Very
yeah.
nice, very nice.
She is gonna go ahead and do that again, and then bonus action try to just give him a little poke again with her King Crab Claymore.
Okay. 15
But-
connects for another 15. Very nice, very nice. And so you did use a bonus action to rage.
Oh
This
right,
time.
yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Then disregard that.
So on your future turns with the frenzy, you
Yeah.
can make a bonus action attack.
Yes,
Cool.
that's gonna be it for Geld.
Alrighty, pumping out serious damage there. That's going to bring us to Rikku.
10, 15. Okay. So, is he looking like bad at all?
He's definitely bloodied. He's taken some pretty serious attacks.
I'm not gonna do what I want to do then. I am going to swing with my weapon.
Alright, 12 will hit.
For 11 damage, then I drop a feather as well, and then can I... Feather's a bonus action to summon, right? Sorry, it's been a while since I've played Rikku.
You'd have to check on the item card there.
That's what I'm looking at right now. You can use a bonus action to magic holding the slot.
Yep.
So I hit, so a feather dropped, and then I'm gonna summon the ravens as well with the bonus action.
Okay, so you can put that Raven Swarm wherever you'd like. There you go.
Like right there.
Beautiful.
And then
16 will hit. However, the beaks of the ravens do
oh yeah,
not
they're not magical.
seem to be bothering this individual.
Yep, I forgot about that. It has to be magical. Yep. That'll be my turn then.
Alrighty, well that'll bring us to the start of round number 2. And Sano, you're up.
Let's see here.
Luke, I've ever told you that you counting rounds makes me nervous.
I started doing it. I think it helps me keep track of pacing.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Worked once, we'll do it again. Double slash through
Okay.
both of them. So first one.
Does that hit allies too, or?
Well, no, I'm even if it did, I have the measurement that I would actually not hit Rikku anyway.
True. You do. You might take out the ravens, but
That's fine.
But I believe
They're there to be taken out.
I believe I can double check the description you gave for the ability, but
yeah, just real quick.
don't. Death Serenity. Here we go. Purification, Eldritch Slash, attack. 45 feet instead of... No, gotta go back. Instead of shooting multiple beams, ruling for Eldritch... So it's like the ruling of Eldritch Blast.
Does say all enemies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. So the Ravens are fine. 15 will hit for 15 on both of them.
And then second one... 16 for 10 on both.
Okay.
And then we'll do my Thirsting Blade attack as well. On the first one, so 17 for another 10.
All right, pumping out the damage. Very nice.
And that's going to be it for me.
All right, Baronica, you're up.
Damn.
Stab.
With a magical weapon.
With the magical weapon, with that angst that Baronica can muster, strutting up and just right through. You actually run this Tiger Man through, and that is a kill.
Yeah. Fair.
You're welcome.
Quick, spare the hot one.
Spare the hot one. Actually,
I would like to point up with my rapier to the next one. Say, this is your fault. And I'm done.
Alrighty.
I mean, you're not wrong.
The were-tiger taking several magical slashes and seeing his partner kind of falling, you can sense a little bit of fear in his eyes that quickly slightens into determination. He's going to attempt to grapple you, Sano. So I need either athletics or acrobatics.
We'll do acrobatics. I failed miserably.
Alrighty. Faster and stronger than you were expecting, he lashes out and kind of gets you in a bear hug, sort of locks his arms behind your, like underneath your arm
Wait,
and behind your head.
did Sano use his inspiration?
I did not.
You could use it if you like.
I doubt it will help, but I'll use it because I never use them
You're the
anyway.
only one up there.
Yeah. This will be a 14.
14 still fails.
Damn.
Quickly grappling you, he is then going to shove himself off the face of the cliff, kind of turn and land on you with sort of like a running freaking wrestling sumo luchador type grapple move. So you're gonna fall 30 feet with the weight of him kind of slamming you down into this rock. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw to try to avoid breaking the fall.
Just fucking suplex your ass.
Yeah.
No, it's
In-
wrestling. Take the whole hit and just say something witty at the bottom.
Actually. Actually, Luke, instead of doing a dexterity save in that sort of fashion, as we're falling, can I try and reversal?
I would say on your turn you can attempt to reversal,
Well,
but just with
it'd be in the air, so it wouldn't be during my turn.
yeah, with the speed of how fast this is happening, you wouldn't really have the chance to get the reversal, unfortunately.
Okay. Then, as we're falling, then I'm just going to smile at him. My eyes are wide open. I'm failing the dex on purpose. I'm just staring
Okay, so
deathly
you're
into
gonna
his eyes.
Full damage, you're going to take 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
My smile does not break.
I was
All
just
right.
gonna say you can't say that you're failing it on purpose after rolling and failing.
Well, no, because I
then-
had to make a dex save.
Oh, I get you. I'm sorry.
Then going to bite you as a bonus action,
Go for
which
it.
is an 11 to hit, so that misses.
My smile still does not change.
All right, Autumn, you are up.
5, 10, 15. Oh shit, a guy. 20. I'm just gonna fucking
Currently
stab him.
just like pinned above Sano and just like getting ready to tear into him.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab them while they're down.
Okay.
20.
20 will hit for a total of 16.
I don't believe it takes the poison damage because it's not a demon.
He is not a demon, so 14.
Yep. And then second attack.
Okay.
12.
Well, do it again. 12 will hit
12 will hit. Oh, nice.
for another 8.
Yep, another 8. And then bonus action, offhand attack with my something. I forget what weapon it is, but trust me, it's there. Oh, it's a scimitar.
Scans man.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's a crit.
There's a crit. Let's go.
It's nothing.
Fucking champion.
For 8 points.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
You don't have to die like this, scrounging on the ground like an animal. That's all I got.
All right. Geld, you're up.
Guild, let's see. Having seen the bite action is gonna feel a little inspired by the bitey action, and she's gonna run over here and also try to bite this guy recklessly.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna
Reckless
say
bite.
out.
Reckless bite.
Recklessly bite.
Alrighty. Geld, are your bites considered magical attacks?
They are not. She just wanted to bite him.
Alright. As you bite, your teeth find purchase, but cannot penetrate the skin. There's this weird, almost like Herculean cloak sort of effect that seems to grant this individual some sort of supernatural fortitude or resistance. Your
Oh
bite
my
does no
God.
damage.
He's hot and strong. She's gonna take her King Crab Claymore and she's gonna try and stab him in the back with it.
Okay. A 15 will hit for another 13.
And that's gonna be it for Geld.
Alright, and Rikku.
I am going to walk over, and I'm gonna swing again with Raven's Feather.
Okay. With a 23, Rikku, how do you want to do this?
Just take his head off with the scythe.
Alright. One sweep, one clean crop harvesting sweep, and you decapitate this, kind of relieving the weight as it falls back off of Sano.
Sorry, Sano, for the blood.
It's whatever. I told him it was a bad idea.
All of you guys hear this bestial roar from coming up on the cliffs, and it ends kind of forming into just the single word, enough!
Yeah, we're done.
And that is where we are going to go ahead and take our short rest. So, guys, go ahead, and if you'd like to, you can take a short rest here, but we will pick up with sort of the roleplay side of it when we get back. We're going to go ahead and go use the bathroom, refresh drinks, all that good stuff. Please hang around for... We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. Feel free to check out the socials, drop a follow and a subscribe and all that good stuff. Go support Crypt for a Cause. Go support Reaper Minis, all that good stuff. We'll be right back. Welcome back, gamers. Thank you for hanging out during our excuse me. Thank you for hanging out during our
Stop
short rest. Welcome back to
hitting
the
the
Tales Webster
weed
Company.
in between breaks.
I'm
Luke.
not hitting the weed. Although that's not a bad idea. We are in the middle of a backstory mission. We are on Princept Island looking for a cure or some sort of solution to the recently inflicted lycanthropy curse on our dear Rikku. So, after meeting some hostile were-tigers, you guys have been accosted or stopped by this large, imposing were-bear creature. We'll pick up from right there.
Oh, we're picking up from right there?
From right there?
Right there? Okay, I think we can pick up from right there just after this.
Oh no, he's hot!
Okay, continue.
I thought it was only once per mission!
Not this time. Sorry,
Once per
you
creature.
use this token? I'm saying it. You use this Halcyon-looking motherfucking token.
My heart, man. My heart is skipping. We are all furries. No, I'm kidding. Anyway,
Tiger guy, who's this bear?
Delilah.
Daddy?
Delilah.
I mean,
Geld has immediately forgotten about the Tigerman.
sounds about right.
Over.
So you hear the bear yell, "Enough!" Kind of just shaking the ground beneath you, and you stand near the corpses of the two slain were-tigers next to you.
They attacked
They
us
started it.
first.
We did try to have an actual reasonable discussion, which is very weird for me, and I didn't like it. So, and it didn't help.
To be fair, your people drew first blood. We only fired back in kind.
They shot at me.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I did.
I have a dent.
That'll buff.
You
Yeah,
see
but I have
the
to take
bear
my
kind of
whole shoulder off, which I have to take my arm off, and then I have to give it to somebody. Then I have to wait 3 to 5 business days.
Okay, you're fine.
You see
On
the
another
bear
note,
kind of
there-
look and
Bear.
he's listening to all of you, and you see him close a fist, and you hear dozens and dozens and dozens of blades and arrows and other weapons kind of being laid down, and kind of surrounding the entire cliff above you. You just see emerging from the wood line a small army of lichens. There are werewolves and tigers and boars and rats and bears and all other sort of beasts, half man, half beast, all emerging from the wood line and stowing their weapons in sort of a sign of de-escalation.
Pretty sure I read a fanfic
Fire.
about this. Anyway,
The bear, clearly some sort of leader figure.
Daddy figure,
Come.
we got that.
Come with me.
Good save there, Luke. Good save.
Meta, this is your issue.
Yeah. I guess we go with them.
oh yeah.
I mean,
Rikku
Oh,
is calling
yes.
you. Yes, follow him. And I literally get behind you and grab you by the shoulders and push you forward. Stop
Okay.
Gotta go. We gotta
being a
follow.
child.
Following this switchback path, winding your way up through the mountains till you kind of get up to the same level as all of the lichens, you can see there are now between 50 to 100 individuals here, many of which you notice are armed with those same strange, almost spear-like glaive sort of weapons. They're sort of, at first glance, they seem simple, primitive, but as you kind of get closer to them, you can see these are pristinely made with sort of like folded, waving steel, decorated in all sorts of bone and feather and fang sort of ornamentation. These are very, very well made weapons. And you see the leader kind of address all of you with his gaze, but focus on Rikku.
I throw Rikku up in front of him.
I got it. I'm going. I get his pin number. Is that what you just said?
Pin number. So she can send
Okay. I thought you said pin number for a second. I'm like, what?
No, the pin number.
We got his credit card.
We got to get money here.
There's an ATM.
When I get up there, can I pull the feather out and be like, are you the person I'm supposed to show this to?
To call it macaroni first.
He reaches out as if to, like, take it from you. Do you give the feather to him?
Yes, I'm gonna hand it to him.
He grabs it very, very slowly and carefully and sort of holds it up and inhales a deep breath. It has been a long, long time. You come here seeking aid, and aid shall be granted, though perhaps not in the manner which you had hoped.
I mean, if anything can help me, I'll take it. At this point,
Your blood is weak. Your body will not maintain this form, this affliction for long. You will feast and hunger and maim and kill. Weeks, perhaps several months, before your frail form as it exists today tears itself apart. Though you will not die, you will remain broken, helpless, in unspeakable agony, starving, yet undying, until someone kind enough and knowledgeable enough puts you out of your misery.
See, I told you that was the option if it didn't work out.
That sounds like me on a Tuesday.
Such is the fate of many who befall our specific curse. I trust this is not the destiny which you seek. You, friend of the Feathered One, are destined for much greater things. That I can sense.
I'll definitely take that as an answer. Yes.
However, your current condition leaves us with two options. One, we could kill you where you stand, that your flesh and bone may nurture this island and its inhabitants, and your spirit will rise amongst many others who have followed the same fate, and you will be remembered and honored as a part of our clan. Immortalized here. And as he mentions this, he kind of kicks a rock down one of the cliffs, and you had noticed sort of the weird flakiness of these cliffs and of these rocks as you were climbing them up before, but it was just kind of like a weird porous sort of stone. You weren't exactly sure. It's only now that you realize that most of these rocks and cliffs are actually made of bone that has been, like, compiled and deposited and compacted to form like this strange, almost like sandstone sort of configuration here.
I would like to hear option 2. Yeah, option 2 would be great to hear.
Option 2 is you learn to control this. It is not an easy task. Most who attempt this end up tearing themselves apart or falling in the rituals that are involved.
I think I would like to try option 2. Only because I would like to try fighting than giving up.
To clarify,
That
just to clarify, Rikku, if we go option 2, is option 1 no longer available?
Autumn, have some humility. Leave it to yourself.
if option 2 does not work out as you say, there will be no need for option 1.
Understood. I'm just trying to be helpful.
Because the poor lad needs death on his mind already.
She's worried.
Poor
Rikku,
lass.
this curse was afflicted upon you against your will. You are a victim of an unkind, unexpected fate. In order to overcome this, the curse must be removed, reshaped, and represented to you so that you might consent to it, that you accept it willingly as a new part of you, something that finds its way into the holes and cracks of what makes you a person, and bolsters, fortifies, strengthens you. You work with this gift rather than against this affliction. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
All those who have survived on this island have done so because they were willing to fight, to cling on to the balance between control and chaos. Understand that this ritual, this process of extracting the curse from you, is no easy task. Lycanthropy, especially in cases as deep-rooted as they are with you, lingers and clings and has fight of its own. It will not submit to being separated from its host willingly. It will fight back, and in the process it will attempt to tear other parts of you from you along with it. There is a risk of you surviving this ritual but losing many things that make you the person you are today alongside your lycanthropy. You must understand this part of the risk in order to partake in it. Are you familiar with metalwork at all? Craftsmanship? Smelting?
Yeah. Yes, yep. Yeah, I am.
Think of your current form as an unrefined ore. It has potential, but there are many impurities, many undesirable traits, which need to be purged, removed, and purified.
Okay.
This ritual will do that. Then, when your physicality is ready, we will add other such minerals, strengthening, fusing, bonding with your form, the purified lycanthropy in its accepted form, in its... You and this curse will form an alloy. The two combined in this tempered process will be stronger than either was before individually.
I like the sound of that.
Very well. The moon is suitable to perform the ritual tonight. We will make the preparations. Please, for the time being, you are honored guests. You are safe here. You and your friends may relax until the ritual is ready.
Thank you for being willing to help.
He doesn't really respond to that. You see he takes the feather and deliberately places it on the ground next to him, and then starts walking deeper into the forest.
I don't think he wanted to help. I think he felt obliged.
Well, I still wanted to thank him for helping,
No. Manners are important in these trying times.
Manners could have helped us first too.
Well, yes,
I-
I can't speak for them. They're dead now, you see.
Which is highly disappointing
I
because
needed
they
a-
were both very strong warriors.
I needed an encounter for the first map, so...
Hey, they were just a test. They were testing.
Yes, no, of course.
I wonder
It's
if
a
that
shame.
tiger guy we fought has a brother.
Yeah, the other one we fought.
There,
The
it
one
seemed like there was a ton.
Yeah.
It would have never worked out between you two.
Oh.
As you walk deeper into the forest, you are welcomed into a rather decent-sized village where you can see these lichens have sort of scraped out a living for themselves. You get the sense that agriculture is not in their strong suit, but there are small farmsteads scraping by on tubers and carrots and potatoes and sort of like base vegetables that grow here. The primary food source you gather is game hunted here on the island. You can see all sorts of leathers and racks and cooking spits of naturally cooked boar and deer and fish that are sort of hunted and gathered here on the island. The
I drew a little bit.
The leader would catch up to you, and after kind of a brief moment, I've spoken with the tribe, and we have agreed that, in honor of our debt, we will perform the ritual. However, there is one other consideration that must be disclosed before we begin. With the full moon tonight, as well as the very nature of this ritual, many here on the island who are newer to their mastery of this affliction will become bloodlusted, drawn to the center of this ritual, drawn to the power which is being harnessed and shapen and tempered within you. They will be unable to stop themselves from seeking your life and seeking your power. We will do our best in this clan to resist the temptation, but I cannot guarantee your safety from our community members. It will be up to you and your friends to keep you safe during this until the ritual is complete.
I see.
So be it.
We're already here.
Thank you guys for helping.
Just remember,
I asked
Baronica's
that-
double now.
I ask that you show discretion in dealing with my clansmen, as they have had hard lives here, and there are still aspects of themselves that are difficult to restrain and difficult to control. Above all else here on Princept Island, in this clan, we value freedom and agency. This must be your choice. You must do so willingly. You are not coerced. You are not a victim of this. This is your fate and your decision.
I'm willing to go through with it.
Are you willing to risk the lives of you and your friends to go through with this?
Not really willing to risk their lives, but I am willing to risk my life.
It's fine.
I would die for you, Rikku.
I've dealt
Okay,
with the
then
rest.
I died for.
sounds like we're good.
Very well. Follow me and we will begin preparations. And he leads you deep, deep, deep into the valleys and ravines of this island and this forest, and you find yourselves climbing and bushwhacking through unmarked game trails. You can see small, sort of tribal totems marking these paths, and claw marks in trees and rocks. You would be utterly lost on your own trying to navigate this island, but with the guidance of the Lycans, you find yourself in this deep, deep valley that sort of let me look at the map before I describe it. A few handful of trees sort of nestled amongst these sheer cliff faces, again carved of rock and bone. A few bluffs kind of intercepting it. But at the very edge of this precipice that sort of looks down across the lower forest, you see these 4 idols growing up and out of the ground, almost like claws sort of reaching up and out, coming out of a stone altar. And carved into this altar are ancient glyphs and runes and arcane symbols that would indicate some sort of ritual site. Anybody who's trained in Arcana, anyone who has proficiency in Arcana, can go ahead and make me an Arcana check if you'd like.
I do not.
Sano, you the only one?
I'm the only one, and I got an 11.
Alright. As you approach this strange ritual altar, and take a look at these glyphs and these markings, this is old. This is fucking old magic. Most of it you do not understand. However, one thing that you do, there's a little bit of familiarity to it, and in that I say like maybe like 2 or 3 out of like dozens and dozens and dozens of different glyphs and symbols that stand out to you. And the reason that they stand out to you, Sano, is that because you've seen them a couple times before in your dealings with the Kruv spawn back in Trareg, which kind of sends a shiver down your spine. You would understand just from context and just from seeing this before that these are very, very ancient bits of blood magic that are kind of sprinkled into this ritual.
It makes
Which
sense, but the
logically,
don't like it.
it checks out. Yeah, it kind of gives you a little bit of hesitation, but it also makes sense in the context of how that ritual is described.
Yeah. Well, with that scene out of the way, I would expect company We should spread out around Rikku and make sure that nothing disturbs him during the ritual.
Is there a perch I
Just
can
in
stand on?
case.
Rikku, during this ritual, parts of you, parts of your identity, parts of your affliction will be torn from your physicality. And they may manifest themselves as wraiths, spirits, physical beings, angry about being removed from their host. You, and you alone, must remain on this altar and eliminate these wraiths.
Huh.
The rest of you
Oh.
will fend off those amongst my tribe who cannot resist the call. I will do my best to keep them at bay, but I cannot keep all of them. So that being said, before we get started here, let me, I'm going to hide some things on the map. You all go there. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the map, and I'll let
Okay.
you position yourselves wherever you'd like.
So here's a question for you.
Mhm.
During this ritual, would it hinder anything, or would they be mad at me if I put in my own magic circle?
Like the spell magic circle?
I have the spell magic circle, and I'd like to put it around Rikku.
How big is that spell?
10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder. So if I centered it on Rikku, it'd be a 10-foot radius outside of him.
So the circle, the altar itself is bigger than a 10-foot radius.
That's fine.
So they will not let you put that on the altar.
Okay.
However, you can put that anywhere else, just not on the altar.
Hmm.
Found my spot.
Alright, if that's the case, instead, I will do, as a prep work, because it'll last for quite a while,
Mhm.
I will concentrate on protection from evil and good on Riku's character.
Okay. How long does that last for?
10 minutes.
Okay. So I would say, like, as the ritual kicks off, you'll cast that. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
free prep round. Yeah. Any other movement or preparatory actions, spells, rituals, ideas, strategies? Now is the time before we get the show rocking and rolling, guys.
Am I able to hold Eldritch Blast wraiths that I see one that spawns? Or because I'm in the ritual circle, I can't
Yeah,
because
because you're in
stuff's
the
being
ritual-
done to me.
Yeah, it would be
Okay.
sort of part of the combat. I'm talking like longer term spells. Like Magic Circle is a great example of the kind of spells that could be used in this. If
Gotcha,
not,
gotcha.
totally up to you guys.
No, that's not good. Yeah, I think Magic Circle is really the only thing that I have, but since I can't put it on or around the altar, that wouldn't be that great. So
What did you say about spell magic?
Hmm?
Hmm?
You say that was this spell?
Cutting out at the moment.
Yeah, I can't make
Cool.
out what you're. Sorry.
Sorry.
Cool. Say dispel.
Dispel Magic is like an instant spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Luke,
Yes.
so reading the rules and understanding it the way I understand it, even though I'm preparing with it and getting it ready, there's no way for me to go prone up here and still use my weapon at advantage, or normally I'd be at disadvantage.
Yeah, think of it like a longbow actually requires a lot of like
That's fair,
core
that's
and
fair.
leg strength to draw. Yeah, like if you had a crossbow, I'd say
Well, guess what? I
maybe.
do.
Do you?
Yeah, I have a hand crossbow.
Is it magical?
No, but I mean, I just wanted to say I had it, but no, I'm not gonna go prone.
Okay.
I will be like on one knee, kind of like this. But is there any like rocks or anything up here that I could tuck behind, or is to get that advantage, or and the map doesn't show any,
Yeah, not up there,
so
unfortunately.
I'd have to come down.
This center island here, that center pillar might be better for like the duck and cover
Nah,
kind of
we'll
thing.
figure it out.
Okay.
And there's that for everyone's reference as well.
I have anything I
Okay.
can do for preparatories? Nope, not really. Oh, yes, I am
Alrighty.
a fighter.
Baronica and Geld, anywhere you want to move? You holding your ground right there?
Yeah, Gil's gonna hold her ground right here.
Okay.
I think I'll just move a little bit so I can get around. Maybe.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
I'm the stalwart defense at the entrance.
Alright.
We believe in you.
Then,
You're doing great, sweetie.
I got you in my
As-
sights.
as the third and largest of the moons reaches its zenith in the night sky, the clouds kind of parting just perfectly to shine this single ray of moonlight down, which hits the altar with Rikku standing in the middle and begins to spread this crimson, almost pinkish light spiraling around, activating all of these glyphs. As it does so, Rikku, you can feel the muscles and the blood flowing through your veins start to pulsate and move and contort uncontrollably. You feel excruciating physical pain, unlike anything you've experienced before. Your mind feels like it's bursting at the seams, and every synapse is firing with complete sensory overload. You feel your form being ripped apart at the seams. And with that, I need everybody to go ahead, click on your token, and roll me some initiative. Alrighty. Rikku, you feel your physicality is torn into 4 distinct clones of yourself.
Oh, fun.
The one on the north represents bone. The one on the left represents scale. The one on the south represents blood. And the one on the right represents fang.
Okay.
Fame?
Fang.
Oh.
Like teeth.
Teefs.
You hear howling and yelling and screaming as this ritual conducts, and you can hear lichens are on their way. So, this first round of combat might be a little bit quick, but we're going to start with Sano.
Since I am the stalwart guard at this entrance of this area, at least, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mirror Image
Okay.
on myself. So I have 3 specters.
Beautiful.
It's not in concentration. Yay!
Beautiful spell.
And then I will I'm gonna perch myself on top of this rock, just looking imposing and like a friggin' meat hook, just baiting everything in, just be like, yes, please, feast upon me. And that's gonna be the end of my turn.
That's going to bring us to Bone. The first Wraith is going to look at you. She is going to kind of almost gather some of the energy from the ritual, and you see it go from this like crimson red energy to this like necrotic green necromantic energy. She's gonna try a withering touch spell at you, Rikku. That is a 22 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, you're gonna take 9 points of necrotic damage, and you cannot regain hit points until the end of your next turn.
So you said 9 damage?
Yep.
If it's any of those creature types, it is at disadvantage. Just FYI, Luke.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So let me.
It's undead. Undead's the last one, if that's what they are.
Yeah.
Or aberrations.
Okay. So it is not a 22. It's a 15 to hit.
Then it doesn't hit.
Okay, so never mind on all that. All right, Rikku, you are up.
I am on the one that just attacked me.
Mhm.
I am going to put. Where is it? Where is it on my spell? So Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
So it should just target curse for 1 minute. The curse ends.
Okay.
Stuff. Gain a bonus to damage rolls against that curse. So I am going to last, and I get 2 of those. Or is that higher?
For Hexblade's Curse?
No,
Yeah.
just Eldritch Blast.
Yeah,
For a
'cause
warlock.
you're 5th level character, so you get 2.
Okay, so it would be it would be okay 2. Thank you.
All right, 17 will hit for 9.
And then 3 more on top of that because of the
Yep. Okay.
Hexblade Curse, and then I'm gonna hit it again with another Eldritch Blast. Because
All right, the 11's gonna miss there.
it's 2.
Mhm.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty, that's gonna bring us to Geld.
Gil, can she just I don't know, hold an action, I guess?
Sure. What action are you holding?
This is a damn good question. With her, let me check this out real quick. With her Spitfire, just in case anything jumps
Sure.
out,
Can I get the crossbow?
get ready. Yeah,
Cool. Alrighty,
that'll be it for her.
that's gonna bring us to Baronica.
So nothing else has appeared, just the split.
Just the wraiths at this point. You can hear them coming. So I'm giving you a prep round, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the rays aren't hurting anyone, right?
So you actually wouldn't be able to see the wraiths.
Okay.
You just see Rikku like fighting against herself, essentially.
Got. Alrighty. Can I just ready like
Sure. What do you want to ready?
a stab?
Okay, readying a stab.
Get ready to stab it.
Alrighty. Autumn, you are up.
On Overwatch, I'm going to hold an action to shoot the first thing that comes on the map.
Okay.
Hopefully it's not one of us. Hopefully it's not that bear.
Hopefully nobody comes on my map. All right.
That'd be messy.
All right.
That's all I got.
That's going to... Oh my god. All right, that's going to bring us to the Fang Wraith is going to move up, and you can see the jaw of this clone of you, Rikku, almost unhinges like a snake. You see these razor sharp teeth. She's going to go in for a bite attack on you at disadvantage. Is going to be a natural 1. The other one here, Blood, is going to draw some of the energy, and you see her take some of the blood from the wounded bone one and throw it at you in this sort of blood magic spell. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Alrighty. And last but not least, Scale is going to move up. You can see the armor and the scales on this fourth one seem to almost have formed this protective armor-like coating, more of a tanky kind of build. So Scale is going to make a single claw attack at you at disadvantage. It's going to be a 9 to hit. That is a miss. At the start of the round, the lichens have arrived. So I'm going to add them all to the map and to the initiative.
Oh.
So let's see. We've got our rats are going to be there. We've got our wolves are going to be there. And we've got our boars are going to be there. Alright, I will resort the initiative, and the start of round 2. Held actions go off as they appear. So, Geld and Autumn, you can take your shots. You have ranged attacks held, if you'd like.
Go ahead, Geld.
Rabbit, you want to use your held action to shoot any of these guys?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did,
you
and
did with
it
the
shot
Spitfire.
8.
Okay. 8 is gonna miss, unfortunately.
I'm gonna go for this one here
Which one, sorry? Okay.
and just longbow away.
Okay. 9 is gonna be a miss.
Bummer. That 24 though.
I know, right?
Of course.
Alrighty, start of round 2. Sano, you are up. Standing ominously on the rock.
Well, DM, I'm gonna do what I always do in all my situations. Hi.
Okay, getting on up in there.
I am in everyone's face. Let's go. See here. We are gonna do. I don't want to play this actually. You know what? Let's do some. I know I have a fun spell since I'm surrounded by everything. I can't do those because those are concentration, and that concentration's more important. All right, that's fine then. I guess we'll just go with a green flame blade cantrip, I think.
Okay.
Let's see here. We got wolves and we got what else we got here?
They're were-boars.
Were-boars and werewolves.
Are those
Okay.
are those were rats or were bats?
These are rats.
Rats.
Okay, they're rats.
Rats. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and green flame blade the boar that's next to me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll for an attack. And we're gonna add green flame blade to it. So that should be, where is it? Here it is. 26.
26 will hit for 15.
Yep. And then the fire jumps to the wolf.
Okay.
It's 2d6 fire that jumps. So it's going to be 5 fire to him.
Okay. Very cool, very cool.
And bonus action, since I can't do another attack after that. Nah, I'm just going to look intimidating as shit. I'm literally trying to portray death itself. So,
Okay.
that's it for me.
Very cool. The rats are going to go kind of appearing out of the holes and crags of these rocky cliffs. They are going to move 30 feet and then action to dash another 30 feet down. They are all beelining it towards the ritual site.
Oops, I mean do that, sorry.
You're good. Climbing down. And 60 feet there. Okay, that is it for them. That brings us to the Bone Wraith is going to enter the circle, surrounding Rikku, just fighting different parts of yourself. Again, this one's going to reach out with another Chill Touch, Withering Touch attack on you. That's going to be at disadvantage of natural 1. Okay. That's going to bring us to Riku's turn.
That's the one I hit last time, right? This one?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
not sure. Can you guys see the nameplates on the initiative or no? Or on the tokens or no?
I see the colors, like the different colored borders of each one.
Oh, I see that now, yeah.
Yeah, so the white one is Bone. That's the one you have marked there.
I got it. I didn't even notice that till you said something.
I thought it was clever.
No, it is clever. I just didn't notice that because I didn't look hard enough. I'm gonna attack this one over here because I can't cast.
Okay.
Oof.
Natty 1. Or Natty 2. That's a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss. That's my turn, so nothing else I want to do in the bonus action at the moment.
Alright, that'll bring us to Geld.
Geld is gonna go into another rage. She's gonna book it up here to this rat guy. And with her King Crab Claymore, she is going to try and take a swing at the were-rat.
Alright, go for it. 18 hits for 8. Nice shot.
And hold on real quick. Does that count as a thing that grapples it? If I read this right?
No, because it's not a natural 18. That's the 18. So you rolled an 11 plus all your modifiers. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. She is gonna whack him again.
Okay. 24, however, no, it's a 17. Okay, but that's still 14 points of damage.
Don't worry,
and that rat is looking. That rat is looking very, very hurt.
That is gonna be it for Gil.
Alrighty, and that's gonna bring us to Baronica. No held pokey there, but it is your turn now.
I'm gonna go here and short bow this.
Okay. Is your short bow magical? It's
No.
Not. Okay. So your arrow hits him and just bounces off. They are immune to the non-magical piercing damage.
Got it.
What you're getting is perhaps one of the perks of lycanthropy.
Huh. What do you know?
Perk.
Alrighty. Anything else, Baronica?
No. Wait.
Okie dokie.
How far away to inspire?
I think it's 60 feet. So Rikku would be the only one you can inspire right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, Rikku, I'll give you the little pink dot for your D8 of inspiration.
Yay.
Cool. The boars are going to go. They are going to both run past you, Sano. They got 40 feet of movement. So if you'd like to take an opportunity attack against one of them, you can.
Sure.
I assume against the one that's already wounded?
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be hit for 15. And they are going to continue to dash another 40 feet each. That's their turns. The wolves are also going to go, going 60 feet each. Rushing right on past you. Alrighty, that's going to bring us to Autumn.
Alright, I am going to Well, I'm gonna sharpshooter a bunch of guys, and hopefully it'll be a real good time, guys.
Okay.
We're gonna start with the were rat, get the one closest to Baronica.
Okay.
Twing. 23. Oh, -5.
18 will hit.
All right. So
For
10 is neat, or 10 plus 10 is 20.
20 points of damage on this guy right here.
Yep.
Very nice.
All right. I don't know why it just decides whatever it wants to do, so we'll just do that. Cause I don't quit on sharpshooter, baby. And I'm gonna shoot again.
Okay.
20.
20 hits.
So 19.
For 19 is a kill on that one.
Okay, we're thin the crowd. Action surge.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do the other rat.
Okay.
Cause that feel like that's a sign here. Cat's killing the rat. Okay, the 9 didn't really do anything.
The 9 is gonna miss.
But it's okay because I can do it again.
You can do it again.
Fuck yeah!
Oh, nice.
Oh, baby. This is gonna hurt.
This is gonna hurt bad. Oh my god!
Okay, so 9
Minus-
plus 10 is 19. Plus 5 is 24.
Everything. It's gonna be -6 from the bottom numbers, Luke.
So 31 total.
Or
No,
sorry,
more than
hold
that.
on. -11 from the bottom numbers. Because there's sneak attack, critical, and
So
sneak attack.
42 minus 11 is 31 points of damage. That's a fucking kill.
Nice. Didn't
Fucking
even need
snipe
that miss.
guy. Headshot.
Headshot. All right.
Double kill.
I am going to attempt to. How far up am I, Luke?
You're pretty high up. You might have to kind of clamber down either this side down or this side down.
I have a climb speed.
I would say you're 40 feet up.
Okay. I'll start going halfway down for the round.
Okay.
I'll feline agility
Okay.
and get to the ground.
There you go.
And I think that's it, because my bonus action was... I always forget. It's been so long since I played this character.
Action surge uses your bonus action.
That's
doesn't
what I
it?
thought.
Oh no, it
Action
doesn't.
Surge is just a free action, yeah.
All right, then. I'm going to bonus action hide behind this copse of trees. Because I'm a
This
rogue
what
now.
a tree?
Cosp? I don't remember.
The cops.
Cops.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Hiding from the cops. Jingle.
All right, 15. You feel pretty hidden.
Yeah, I
Okay.
feel it.
That'll bring us to the specters. We've got Blood up here. You see Blood is actually going to transfer some of her health over to the bone one. So it's going to lose 9, and the bone is going to gain 9. Okay. That'll bring us to Fang is going to go for the bite attack. More of an offensive one. At disadvantage is a 12. I think that misses Rikku.
Yep.
And then Scale is going to go for the claw attack. At disadvantage is a 15.
Still misses.
All right, that AC is saving you. Okay, start of the round is Sano. Sano, from your position right now, you can hear, obviously you saw all these lichens rush past. There are more on the way as well. So at the start of next round, more lichens will spawn.
Neat.
No, I'm not liking this. They're just gonna run past me towards Rikku. Let's see here. Part of me wants to ruin everyone's day.
Not really sure why you said it that way, but okay.
Because I have two very powerful spells, but they're both concentration.
Well, that sucks. Do it.
But I really want to put Hunger of Adar right here at the entrance.
Oh, yeah.
While you're thinking of it, I really have to pee, so give me 2 seconds. Consider
What's
your
your-
move. Talk it out. Talk it out.
Hell
Rikku,
yeah.
what's your AC?
18.
If I do Hunger of Hadar, it's gonna get rid of the disadvantage that they have against you, and they've been rolling pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
Are
Oh,
you comfortable with that?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
God.
Because I'm worried you're gonna drop that, and then they're gonna start like getting like the 19, 20.
Yeah. At this point in time, the only way that you'd be saved, like they can't crit you because of it unless they roll double 20s.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't mind keeping that up if you need it, because they're not focusing me, which is a problem too.
Yeah, do your fucking
Uh,
job.
I'm trying.
Damn.
Can't
Fuck.
kill the friggin' wraiths for him.
We can't even see the rate.
He's just having a fit in the circle.
Pretty much. Alright.
Riku
Just
just looks like he's
screaming,
fighting.
swinging at different things that you can't see.
No, it's Patrick from the Salty Splatoon episode getting the shit kicked out of him. Oh no! Have mercy!
You good back there,
You guys
Riku?
are fucking goofy. I love it.
Alright, so I'm not casting Hadar just because
Okay.
we are scared. Instead, I'm gonna Misty Step up to this point, Luke, and I'm just doing
Okay.
double Eldritch Slash through 3 of them.
Fuck yeah.
The 2 rats and the boar
wolf.
here. Or wolf? Yeah, that's the wolf.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're just
Alright.
gonna do that because defense is saving him, so I don't mind.
All right, all that's going to hit. So this one's going to take 14 plus 14, so 28 on the wolf and 28 on both rats. Those rats are looking real hurt. Actually, this rat is dead because Geld had done a little bit of damage there.
And then
Very nice.
1 Death Serenity.
All right, for 8.
Another 8 on the wolf.
Very cool, very cool.
That's it.
All right, that's going to bring us to the remaining rats. We've got 1 rat left over here, who's going to rush past you, Geld, if you'd like to take an opportunity attack.
Hell yeah, she's gonna use her king crab sword.
Okay, go for it. Oh yeah, as he runs by, you just clothesline him and freaking bicep him right down the middle. He's donezo. Good
Hell
boy, rat. We will remove them from the initiative. That's going to bring us to Bone. Bone is going to move up, kind of closing in, and just going to keep on with the chilling touch attacks at disadvantage. That's going to be a 10 as a miss, and that'll bring us to Riku's turn.
So, actually, I have a question.
Mhm.
If something doesn't hit me, can I still Hellish Rebuke?
No. It has to
No,
we
it
have
has to hit? Okay. I am going to go back to swinging at Bone.
Okay.
Because everything moved in the melee with me. I can't really
yeah,
cast
you do have
very
to take
well.
damage. Okay. The 13 is a miss, but you are inspired if you want to add a d8 to that.
Yeah, let's roll a d8.
Okay.
Oops. Second work there. There we go.
So that'll turn the 13 into a 17, which hits. So that's going to be 8 points of damage there.
And then it still has the 3 damage from the
Plus the
proficiency.
3. Okay, so
Yep.
he is. This one is. You kind of see its form start to wither a little bit. Getting some damage there.
Oh,
Okay.
and I dropped a feather there, right? These are dropping feathers.
Yep.
So that would be. Did I hit with my last scythe attack? I don't remember.
You hit with 2 scythe attacks so far.
Alright, then that would be 2 feathers down, so I'm gonna.
Okay.
2 feathers on.
Okay.
Let me pull that out really quick. I'm just gonna put it like right there.
Perfect.
And can I have them use like a it and just something
Sorry,
like that?
You're breaking up a
Oh,
little.
sorry. Can I use them like as a help action, like they swing around the thing to give it like disadvantage or something? exactly I know.
you would get advantage on attacks against them.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so
So I'm gonna.
you want to have the ravens help you attack Bone?
Yeah.
Okay, so your next attack against Bone.
Yes, my next attack. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. That's going to bring us to Geld.
Geld is. She's going to use her King Craig Claymore and take a whack at the boar.
All right. 20 will hit for 12.
She's going to do it again.
Okay. And 25 for another 9. Beautiful.
Hell yeah, that's going to be it for Geld.
Alrighty, that's going to bring us to Baronica. What you got, Chatta?
I am gonna.
Ooh, okay.
Going
invisible.
ghost.
Can I bonus action dash?
No, because you're not a rogue.
No. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. So I'll be invisible right here for now.
Okay. Sounds good. Any bonus actions? Any inspirations?
No,
Okay.
I can't
That's-
cast.
You could inspire. That's not considered a cast.
Okay. Geld is. Can I do Geld?
Yeah, you could do Geld.
Okay.
All right, Geld, you've got a D8 you can use.
Thank God inspiration being something they can hear and not line of sight.
Alrighty. That's going to bring us to the boars, who are going to go 40 feet. And then it's going to dash up into the ritual circle, but that's his full action. This one's going to go around you, Geld. And then 80 feet gets it up here. Geld, you would have a reaction if you want to try to hit that boar as it's running past you. With a frickin' crit, hell yeah, so that's 9, that's 11 points of damage there. Okay. That is it for their turns. That's going to bring us to the wolves. The wolves are going to go 35, 60 feet there. And Sano, if you'd like to take an opportunity attack, you most certainly can.
12 damage.
Alrighty, he's looking pretty hurt. That is their whole turns. That'll bring us to Autumn.
I'm gonna shoot the one that just ran past me.
Okay.
It's gonna be a sharpshooter from hiding and
So at advantage,
15.
that hits.
Gonna be some good damage.
With sneak attack too, yeah.
Oh, it's loading. It's loading.
28. Woo.
Still standing.
Very nice. He's still standing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna, now that I'm no longer hiding. Oh, roll 20's chugging along for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna take a second shot at him from here.
Okay.
Same modifiers, just no hidden.
$12 actually hits.
That's disgusting, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
20, 22 damage.
22 is a kill.
Nice.
There
All
you
right.
go.
I've moved. Just sorry, Luke. I know I moved 30 feet already, but can I just move
That's
30
fine.
feet? Yeah. And I'm gonna
Yep.
bonus action hide.
Go for it.
That was a teasing little 20.
25, very nice. Okay.
That's it.
Blood is going to go, and Blood is going to do blood transfuse again, so he's going to transfer. Blood is going to lose 5 health and give 5 health back to Bone. Fang is going to go for the bite. Is going to be a 17 to hit you, Rikku.
Nope, misses.
That's a miss, and then scale is going to go for the claw. Is going to be an 11. Yeah, that protection from good and evil is doing work.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
probably a good thing to
At the
keep it going.
start of the round, more lichens are coming. We're going to have 2 were-tigers join the initiative.
Oh no.
Yeah. Let's go.
Go get
My
him, Geld.
weakness.
My weakness.
Go get him, Geld.
Cat boys.
All right.
Oh, Gil's got it covered.
Sano, you are up.
All right. Well, since they're just going to run past me, I'm going to slowly make my... Well, not slowly, because I'm actually pretty fast. I'm going to go ahead and make my way up to Nya.
Mhm.
And I am in range of all of them, aren't I? I am. Cool. How many do I get? I haven't cast regular Eldritch Blast in a minute. Hold on.
You're up
You
to
would
3
get
now.
3, yeah.
3.
Well,
All right.
what level are you?
Total level?
Mhm.
That's a great question because my freaking level is off the goddamn map. 11 or 12?
I think it scales up to 3 at level 11.
3 at level 11, I'm pretty
Yep.
sure, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you
I
got
have
3.
it written down.
Yeah, 3
So yeah, 3. I'm going to go ahead and just catch Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
We're gonna do 2, or we're gonna do 1 at a time, but I'm gonna hit the one that's farthest away from me first,
Okay, go for it.
because if I hit, he's getting pulled towards me 10 feet.
Ooh.
So first Eldritch Blast, yaw, 15 for
hits
10.
for 10.
Yo.
And he's getting pulled 10 feet closer.
10 feet closer to me.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and hit this wolf, the other one, with an Eldritch Blast. 31 for 7.
7. He's getting pulled.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's getting pulled. I don't
Okay.
want him close to my buddies. And then we'll go ahead and do another one to the wolf that walked by everybody.
Okay.
26 for
26
5.
5. That's a kill.
Cool. His body just ragdolls towards you, Gelp. Bonus actions. I've got nothing at the moment. So
Alrighty.
I'm gonna go ahead and end my turn, dear sir.
Alrighty. Bone is going to go. Bone seems to be the one doing damage here. So Withering Bolt attack at disadvantage. Would have been a crit, but is instead of 20 to hit you. Rikku?
I am going to Hellish Rebuke that when it hits.
Okay, so you're going to take 4 points of necrotic damage, and you cannot regain health until the end of your next turn. But using the spell slot for Hellish Rebuke, he's going to make a
Yep.
dexterity saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
That's a good question.
A billion, obviously.
What? I forget how to figure that out.
It's 8 plus proficiency plus your ability casting modifier.
8, so 8 plus... Would it be int then? Or
3.
do I have to use charisma for that because it's a warlock thing, I
Because
think?
it's a warlock thing, it'd be your charisma.
Big charisma.
Correct.
Yeah.
So 8... Would 12 be right? Would that be right?
What's
So
your
it'd be
charisma
8.
modifier?
It would be 1 at the moment because I
Okay, so
screwed up my
12.
stats when I made my character.
So
I stuck with it.
he does save with a 12, but he will take half damage.
Okay.
I was supposed to say, what's your
Uh-oh.
proficiency bonus? But yeah.
Plus 3.
Yeah, so it'd be 12.
So level 1. So
Alright, so he's going to take 7 fire damage. Alrighty.
drop that.
And
Yeah,
then
thank God.
would he take the extra 3 from
It would be damage, wouldn't it?
yeah, so I think he'd take the extra 3 damage from the Hexblade's curse. Okay. Chipping away at him. Alrighty, that's gonna bring us to your turn, Rikku.
Okay. Can I tell how badly it's looking at the moment? Like the bone?
It is tough to say with all of the chaos going on and how much these things are like part of you but aren't part of you. You've put in a significant amount of damage, but you also notice that the blood one is healing it too, so it's a little hard to say.
Okay.
You
Would
do have
I'd be able
advantage.
to? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You do have advantage on your next attack against this one because of the Raven's help.
Yep. Yeah. I'm just gonna swing with Raven's Feather.
Okay.
15.
15 will miss, but I believe you... Oh, no, Geld was inspired, so 15's a miss.
15's a miss. Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
And then you do have the Raven's turn if you'd like to attack with them.
Actually, I could do that. Yeah. Let's
Or you can
attack
have-
with the Raven.
Okay.
Because I was thinking like they're probably physical immune. So.
One way to find out.
Oh, we'll give it a shot. We're about to find out.
They're not werewolves. You have a chance.
19 will hit for 5.
Okay, so
It
it does
worked.
go through. Okay, cool.
It's something.
It's something.
Yes, it is something.
Alrighty, that's going to bring us to Geld with Baronica on deck.
Guild is gonna go ahead and skedaddle on over right here,
Okay.
and with her, what is it again? With her leeching harpoon, she's going to try and grab this guy to yoink him back over towards her.
Okay, go for it.
The harpoon is back. Let's go.
Alright,
Ooh.
18 will hit for 10.
Hell yeah!
And then... Would you like to... Stick it? When you use an action to make the range attack with a harpoon, if you hit a creature that is up to one size, you can use a bonus action to attempt to pull it towards you.
Creature, yeah.
You want to use
Yes,
your bonus action to pull it?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and make me a strength check at advantage.
Check.
That's actually enough because he rolled a 5, so he goes right
Oh
up
my
next
God.
to you. And then you still have an attack if you'd like to hit him.
I would love to hit him with the King Crab Claymore.
I think it would have to be with the harpoon again.
Can I hit him with the harpoon? It's not stuck in him?
So you like yanked him closer to you, ripped it out, and you can stab him in the face again with it if you'd like.
Hell yeah. Stab him in the face.
All right.
Stab him in the face.
Stab him in the
12
face.
is a hit for another 9. All right, this guy's looking pretty darn hurt. Fucking him up. Very nice.
So that is it for Gil.
All right, that'll bring us to Baronica. Invisible Baronica.
Here. Had a plan. Well, I'm gonna run up on him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stab him with my magical fucking rapier.
Hell yeah! Magic.
Adamant,
I'm gonna
you are
hit him.
invisible.
Fish
Go ahead
for
and roll
that crit.
again. Fish for the crit.
What?
Fish for the
The
crit.
same
Roll
thing?
again.
Roll.
Because
Whack
you're at
roll.
advantage, yeah.
Advantage.
Okay.
25
go
will
ahead.
hit for 5 points. Alrighty. Any bonus?
No, we can't get help yet.
Okay. Alrighty, that's going to bring us to the werewolves. Are there any werewolves standing right now?
Uh,
I don't believe there
no.
are. So I'm going to remove them from initiative. The boars are going to go. This boar is going to turn around and try to gore you, Baronica.
Okay.
That's a
I would
14 to
say
hit.
I would say at disadvantage because you shit his pants. No, it hits.
All right. That's going to be a 14 for 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And I need a strength saving throw.
And even though you're a middleman, you now are a lichen. No, I'm kidding.
We got to repeat this ritual again for everybody. All right. You're going to get pushed back 10 feet. This one is going to try to escape and charge down after the Raven. So, Geld, if you want to use your reaction to make an opportunity attack, you can do so.
Yeah. The
Hit him with
Can-
the car!
King Crab, what?
You can use the King Crab Claymore if you'd like.
Yes.
Oh, if this hits a 17, 18, or a 19. Oh, it
It won't.
doesn't. Damn.
That'll hit, and that will kill this one. Very nice.
Hell yeah.
All right. That's it for the boars. That's going to bring us to Autumn.
Autumn is going to. We got the boar's wall in hand, I would say, right, guys?
100%.
Okay.
We're
I'm going to
good.
move up this way and do a hide.
Okay.
So bonus action to just dive in the bush. 20.
20, you are hidden.
The
Assassin's Creed, let me jump in a haystack.
got some line of sight on these tiger boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got line of sight.
Okay, pew to pew on the one on the left. We'll go with
Okay.
sharpshooter.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh God, no! There's no other way to play this character.
23 hits with sneak attack.
23 damage.
23. Nice.
And let me serve him up the second hit. Oh.
Oh,
Aw.
the 18 miss.
Shame. And that's about it, right? Yeah, that's my turn.
Alrighty. The tigers are gonna move.
So,
They
they're
are
pissed
gonna
now.
book it. So
They'd be pissed now.
this one's gonna go 80 feet that way.
They said, "Ram."
Alrighty, that's it for them. Alright, time for the wraiths. They all gang up. The initiative was not kind. Alright, Fang, gonna go for that bite. That is a 19 to hit you, Rikku.
I actually am going to use, and I'm going to Hellish Breeze again.
Okay, so you're gonna take 12 points of piercing damage. And then Hellish Rebuke Fang is gonna make a dexterity saving throw. And that is a natural 1, so he's gonna take the full fire damage.
You said 12, right?
Yep.
That hit a little harder than I thought it would. And then let me cast my spell.
Ooh, 17. Ooh, okay, that was big damage. He is looking rough. Alright, that being said, Blood is going to go. Blood is going to do his blood transfer to heal Fang. So Blood is going to take 8, and Fang is going to heal 8. Okay, and then Scale is going to tank it. Scale is going to make his claw attack against you. At disadvantage is a 15 is a miss. Okay. Start of the round. Sano, you are up.
Absolutely. We're gonna go ahead and move a bit more towards Rikku now.
Okay.
I've done my job, so now I'm just gonna backtrack and make sure that nothing can mess with him. So I'm gonna stand there, and we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna Eldritch Blast this last little boar here.
Okay.
And every time he gets hit, he gets dragged to me. So let's go with the first one. 21 for 2.
2.
So 10 feet towards me. Crit for 13.
All right, he is barely standing and right up on you.
Cool. Because I have Warcaster, this isn't at disadvantage. 22 for 1.
For 1, he's still standing, but
That's fine. If he moves, he gets murdered. Let's see here. Bonus action. Is that even a choice? No, that's not even a bonus action. God damn it. I have poor thing. Ooh, wait, hold on. Nope, can't do that. It's concentration. God damn it! Damn you, warlocks and your
I'm sorry.
concentration spells! No, I'm
alrighty.
playing warlock. I'm done.
That's going to bring us to Bone. Bone's going to use his Necromancy, keep doing the Withering Touch. That's a 19 to hit.
Oof, okay.
That's going to be 9 points of necrotic damage. And you no healing until the end of your next turn.
Oof. Okay.
Fuck.
Alright.
I
Fortunately,
forgot about that.
it is your
Okay,
turn.
okay. It's okay. Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna swing at Bone
Okay.
and
11 is a miss.
Bird's turn.
Yep.
Go bird!
15 is also a miss, just barely.
Jeez.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Alrighty, anything else?
Nope. There's nothing else I can do.
Okie dokie, that's going to bring us to Geld.
Intercept
Zelda's
kitty
gonna
cat.
just take- Oh, she's definitely gonna intercept that kitty cat. She's gonna scoot on up a little bit, use her unfetching stick to go a little steppy step at that guy, and she wants to bring it on him.
Alright.
So with the bonus action, it only drags him 20 feet, but let's do it.
Alright, 11 is just barely going to miss.
She was too
Do it
distracted.
again! Do it again!
She is gonna do it again. She's determined.
Do it again!
She's gonna throw it again.
Oh
Damn it.
no!
Really mesmerized by those stripes.
Alrighty, anything else for Geld?
Nope, she's just ogling.
Alrighty, Baronica, you are up.
We are gonna run up. We're gonna stab.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
That's a kill right there, Baronica. Nicely done.
Perfect.
Thank
Now,
you.
You're welcome. What we're gonna do is Rikku can have health now, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Rikku, Geld, and Sano will all get health.
Mass healing word, okay. So that's going to be 1d4 plus your charisma, so 1d4 plus 3.
4.
Oh, 1d4 plus 4. Very nice.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll that for me.
You don't need it if you can hit someone else.
It's hitting all 3 of you. I can hit 6 people if I could.
It's
Roll.
automatic range.
Autumn is
Oh,
out
yeah.
of range. Yeah.
Okay.
I
that's
don't need
fine.
it either, though, so we're doing good.
Yeah.
1, 3, 4. So 6.
6 health
No
to
one
Geld,
heals.
Riku, Baronica, and Sano.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank
something
you.
very interesting thing, and something very interesting happens, Baronica. You
No.
watch as you heal.
Uh-huh.
Each of the wraiths actually seems to wither a little bit, so they are all 4 going to take 6 points of damage.
Fuck! Oh, wait. That's good. That's good. I thought you were going to say healing.
No, no.
I almost panicked. Woo! Hell yeah.
Hey,
Cool.
Oh, that
Very
gives
cool.
me an idea.
Oh, God.
Alrighty. That's it for Baronica. There are no more werebores on the board, so I'll remove them from initiative. So, Autumn, you are up.
Why
Cat on cat violence.
mess with perfection? I'm going to shoot this one in the back. Which sharpshooter?
Cat on cat
Oh,
violence.
no!
Cat
Hold
fight.
on.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's hot!
He's-
I mean, it's an advantage, so you hit a 12.
That's true.
not.
You were hidden, right?
No, I spent
No,
the
you were not
hide.
hidden. That's true. That's true. That's
I'm
true.
gonna.
That's true.
Well, I'm gonna try again. Shoot him
Okay.
in the back. Oh!
20 will hit. 20 will hit. For oh god, 18.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm sorry, I got so many number modifiers.
that's okay. It's okay. I'm used to it. I'm used to it. I'm used to it. You fucking D&D Beyonders.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm efficient with my numbers.
Someone forced us.
Nobody forced us.
All right. I know. I love you guys. Anything else?
I'm gonna hide.
Okay.
I think I'm fine.
14. Woo!
They don't care about
Okay.
me, but that's the important part.
Alrighty. Tigers are gonna tiger here. So 80 feet gets you right there. And this one's gonna rush up right past you, Geld, if you'd like to take your opportunity attack.
Absolutely. She's a little offended that she didn't even get a high, so King Crab Claymore to the cap.
Alright. 10 is gonna miss! These
You
things-
bastard!
these- Tony the Tiger is just evasive. I
Tony
guess.
the
Tony the
Tiger.
Tiger.
I mean, I
wanted your
thought
picture
it.
for her.
You're
Sure.
great.
Alrighty. I have a sneeze.
Oh, fuck, they ran
Do you?
away.
Do you?
Hiding.
Sneeze
Maybe.
it. Do it. Do it.
I want to.
Do it.
There's no lights to look at. Okay. Fang is gonna go with the bite.
There it is. Bless you.
Thank you.
It was in tight.
At disadvantage is a 10. That's a miss. Blood is gonna go. Blood is really hurt, so Blood's not gonna do any healing. Blood is going to attempt a blood bolt at you at disadvantage. Is an 11. That's a miss. And Scale is going to go for the claw at disadvantage. Is an 8. That is a miss. At the top of the round, the last of the Lycans are going to join the fight. We're going to have 3 werebears join
Oh no.
the fight.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
that's great.
it's okay. It's okay. We got this. I'm gonna move around and get as close as I can to Rikku.
Okay?
I'm using the Wand of Alexi.
Interesting.
I have 3 spells coded to it.
You do.
Shield is one of them.
Ah.
I have Command, and I have Cure Wounds. I am casting Cure Wounds for free on Rikku.
Okay. First level cure wounds.
First level Cure Wounds. Bam. First level submit. There you go. 7 healing to
Holy
Rikku.
So, as Rikku gets healed for 7, Bone is going to take 7, and Bone dies.
Oh,
Fang is going to take 7. Blood is going to take 7, and Blood dies. And Scale is going to take 7. So, Bone and Blood are gone.
Rikku, have fun.
Thank you.
End turn.
Alrighty, that's going to bring us on. Bone is dead, so that brings us straight to Rikku.
Since we've kind of figured out how this kind of works, I'm gonna use one of my spell slots and cure wounds myself again.
Okay?
Where's my cure wounds button though?
What level spell?
Level 1.
Okay.
I think you should do level 2.
I can't. Not right
Shot
now.
level 4, but hey.
10.
Ooh, nice.
Alright, so Rikku, you're going to heal for 10. Fang is going to take 10. Fang actually dies. And Scale is the last one remaining. Okay.
So that puts me down. Yep. Okay.
How you looking on health there, Rikku?
I'm looking good now. I'm not at 9 anymore.
Alrighty, and you still have your ravens if you'd like to
Oh
have them
yeah.
back.
I'm just gonna have them fly over here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna have them attack the last one.
Okay. 8 is going to be a miss.
Okay.
Alrighty. Geld, you are up.
The guild is not giving up on her hopes and dreams. She's gonna come over here and use her unfetching stick to try and yoink this guy back over here.
Okay.
get over here.
Unfetching stick.
I love her unfetching stick.
17, there we go. That's 11 points, and he's got to make a contested strength. So go ahead and roll me strength at advantage.
Hell yeah. Hell no.
At
Oh,
advantage is enough.
Advantage.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
he's
You're
right up next
raging.
to
Hell yeah.
Now beat him with the stick again.
Yeah, she's gonna take that harpoon and give him a little stabby stab. She still has not forgiven the run past.
Mhm.
The stabby stab in the foot. Oh wait, no, wrong one. There we go.
There you go. 24 will hit for another 12. Okay. All right. We're doing it. Very nice, very nice. That's going to bring us to Baronica.
Okay. Can I touch Rikku?
Yeah, you can probably get in there and touch Rikku.
Bone isn't there anymore, so technically you could just replace
That's
where
true,
Bone
that's
is.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give Rikku heroism.
Okay.
Ooh.
At the start of each of your turns, you're going to gain 4 temporary hit points, and you cannot be frightened. That's cool.
And then
That's an underrated spell. Heroism
really
is
is.
pretty fucking...
It's very good.
Yeah, it is.
oh shit, hold on. How many? I've given. Gave one to Sano first round, then I gave one to Rikku, then I gave one to Geld. So
You
I
have
have
one left.
one left. Can I give it to Sano again?
Sano, I believe, used his, so yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So Sano has inspiration.
Okay.
Thank you.
I need you to get that Tiger Man. The Tiger King.
Oh my god.
I have some
All
bad
right.
news for you, though.
The bear's coming in,
The
oh my.
bears are back.
The bears are coming in
Oh yeah.
40
I'll
feet.
just talk about porridge and they'll go away because they'll be so fucking frustrated.
Oh, I could be the Goldilocks.
Alright, there's the bears. Autumn, you're up.
Oh, look. I was hidden, maybe, and I'm going to shoot them.
I'm going to shoot.
Gonna be the one closest to me.
Yep. 16 hits. 25, wow.
And then
All right.
second shot. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
16 hits.
Roll. Roll my damage. I command you.
Be beyond.
No, it's... Oh, yeah, it's kind of both.
Yeah.
Just the website's being sluggy.
I feel like the internet today has been particularly sluggy.
Okay.
It has been.
Okay, well, roll 1d8
Plus 15.
plus 15. Let's type that number right.
Plus 150. 19.
19 damage, alright.
Mm-hmm. Still standing?
Yeah, he's a giant freaking bear man.
Okay, I'm just trying to be efficient. What do you want from me? I'm going to run over here and stay hidden. Because they
All right.
apparently don't care about me.
He's a giant fucking bear man.
21.
Alright.
That's my
The
turn.
cats are gonna go. The cats, this cat is gonna try to get away from you, Geld.
You get an attack of opportunity.
Let
Fucking
her love
unfetching
you.
stick.
Lovely, damn it.
Me damn
Attack
it.
of opportunity, Geld, if you'd like.
Hell yeah. The crab claymore.
Be so funny. if
23
you
for
could
10.
do it with the fucking...
Hey, is
All
that
right.
a... No.
Geld, you're gonna have 4 attack, or not Geld, sorry, Rikku, you're gonna have 4 attacks coming at you. 4 of the the Naginata attacks.
Okay.
4 of the what?
Anyone have Sentinel?
A 16, a 17, a 22, and a natural 1. So the 22 is gonna get in there for 7 points. of slashing.
No.
I am for how much damage?
7.
7. I'm just gonna let that go through.
Alrighty. And then Scale is going to make one more claw attack on you. At disadvantage is an 8. That's a miss. Sano, you're up.
I feel like you're fine to finish off your little challenge there, Rikku. So I'm just gonna go right here and just Eldritch Splash through both of these guys twice.
Okay.
What, respect the 8 versus 1?
Alright, that's 19 to both of them.
And then the one Death Serenity attack. There we go.
Plus another 9 on the closer one. Okay.
That's it.
Alrighty, Rikku, you are up. There's one
Aye.
opponent left.
I am going to use a spell slot, and I'm gonna magic missile. The
Okay.
last one. Where's my magic missile? There it is.
Total of 10 points of damage. Looking very, very wobbly. Can the Ravens finish it off?
That's a good question. Let's find out. Does a 14 hit?
14 is a miss.
Okay. Then...
Did you put your Hexblade's Curse on him or no?
No, I did not.
Okay, cool.
It was on bone, so I can't. I don't think I can move Hexblade Curse.
Did you get the healing from him dying though?
Oh, I didn't. That's right.
How much do you heal?
Your charisma modifier.
So 1.
Okay,
Your
so one
charisma
more
modifier
point.
plus your warlock level. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So it's what is my warlock level? So 3 technically.
So 3. Oh, he is barely standing. Alrighty. That's gonna bring us to Geld.
Sorry, I did not know it was going to be my turn. I got a mouthful of Chipotle.
That's not a sandwich.
I was not paying attention.
Quote of the night. Quote of the night. Alright.
She is going to use her unfetching stick. This guy.
Go
Get
for
over
it.
here, Tony.
18 will hit for 5. And I need a strength check.
Let's see.
Ooh, he rolled pretty good this time.
20.
But you rolled better, so he's getting right up next to you.
Whack.
Stab him again with the harpoon.
Alright.
Nope.
7 will miss that time, though.
Damn. That's going to be it for Geld.
Alrighty, Baronica.
Alright. We're gonna stab this tiger. Or not.
7's a miss. Alright.
Oh yeah,
Let
forced
me-
movement. My bad.
I'm gonna... heal Rikku.
Okay.
So 1d4.
1d4 plus 4.
Will it kill?
5.
1.
5 damage.
Oh, 5 healing.
No, I know, but it hurts
Oh.
the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you want to do this?
I'm trying to think of. How this is gonna work. There's a very flavorful kill. So what the healing represents is you are like helping to like resubstantiate Riku's form, so that despite these parts being ripped out of her, she's still solid, and like all of these are kind of being like smelted and forged into like the one solid final product. So Baronica, how does your healing manifest itself in order to defeat this last wraith? Because I'm clueless.
Shit, I don't know. But
I don't
Good
know. Like
question.
the healing energy of like your bardic music like resubstantiates, and like with that last final push, you see this specter kind of like dissolve and fade back into Rikku, and with that, the ritual is complete. All of the other lichens instantaneously calm themselves, and
We
Rikku, you are free to step away from the ritual circle.
We're
my God.
sorry.
I saved you. That'll be
Power of love.
200 coin, please.
Rikku, where you once stood, rising up and out of the ritual circle, you feel this deep connection with what rises out, and it manifests itself. That cackling energy forms a physical totem, a weapon of sorts. It's this long, narrow staff with this sort of carved, folded steel blade at the top. very much like the weapons that you saw some of the were-tigers using earlier.
I am in awe at the blade.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk up and I grab it.
All right. As you grab it, you feel a part of you connected to this weapon, and all of your magic and all of your curse seems to concentrate and focus onto this weapon. And this is your artifact.
Ooh.
So
Oh wow.
is Lycan's Fury.
It's so pretty.
This exotic weapon of the tribes of Princeps Island served as a conduit during the ritual to tame the Lycan's curse. It harbors the 4 primal essences of the curse in a single weapon, allowing its wielder to access these powerful traits on demand. Lycan's Fury functions as a magical glaive and spellcasting focus. It has the two-handed and reach properties, deals 1d10 plus strength slashing damage, and it may function as your Hexblade's packed weapon and gain all the benefits of the Hexblades. So basically, I think there's something that says that a two-handed weapon can't be your Hexblade's weapon. We're going to say fuck that because this is badass. So this can be your Hexblade. You can use your Charisma modifier, all that good stuff, all the benefits later on. You're going to get a +1 bonus to all melee and spell attack rolls made when using it. So if you want to Eldritch Blast from far away, you still get the +1. Or if you want to hit someone in the face, you still get the +1.
Cool.
On a hit, it deals an additional 1d4 fire and 1d4 necrotic damage to the target. And then you have Curse Unbound. Once per day, as a bonus action on your turn, you may give in to the bestial curse contained within the weapon. For 1 minute, or until you are knocked out or fall unconscious or incapacitated, you gain the following benefits. You take on your appearance takes on a ferocious and untamed aura, kind of like the typical werewolf transformation, larger fangs, kind of that bestial appearance. You gain resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. I was gonna give you an immunity's a little broken, but
Yeah, I could see the immunity be broken. Yeah.
you gain advantage on all attacks made against creatures that are bloodied. So any creature that has half of its hit points or less, you have advantage on those attacks during your Curse Unbound. And you can sense all living creatures within 100 feet of you magically, even if they are hidden, invisible, or otherwise obscured.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
That's cool.
Got
That
some
is
werewolf
very
action going
cool.
on.
I'm curious, Luke. Doesn't Rikku have the cursed mask that changes his appearance as
Yes.
well?
Yep.
Oh, that's
By
cool.
default, when I have the mask on, I have it set so I have longer fangs
Oh, that's awesome.
from the mission that you ran.
Mhm. Alrighty,
good.
folks. With that, Riku's lycanthropy is solved in a unique fashion. It's sort of harbored within the weapon, and you can call upon it when you need it.
Yay.
That's so
Alrighty.
cool.
Thank you.
And alrighty, gamers, that's all we've got for tonight. For the successful completion of a backstory mission, you guys are all going to gain 1,750 experience. No Tealeaf point rewards just because we had that kind of snowball effect with backstory missions, but viewer's choice went to Sano, so Sano, you can take the additional Tealeaf point. And
Thank you, everybody.
Meta, you get the fun part of picking your MVP between Baronica, Autumn, and Geld.
Good question. I'm gonna say Geld just because she kept pulling things off me.
Yeah, that's much.
Thank you.
So, Geld, you can take your Tealeaf points.
Hell yeah,
And-
thank you.
Everybody's got their experience there. No gold because this was kind of a personal thing. No gold,
Mhm.
but decent amount of experience, and that's all we've got for tonight, homies.
Sorry, Veronica, you didn't get paid.
Thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. That was a fun one. Some cool lycanthropy stuff. Next week we'll probably have Hero Tier. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted, but stay tuned and join that Discord if you are not in there already. We love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Happy Pride Month once again. Remember to do something nice for yourself, treat yourself, reach out to a friend you have not talked to in a little bit. Be kind because it is free and it matters now more than ever. And yeah, we will see you next Thursday. So till then, toodles.
Bye.